all of you creative creatures out there, to all of the soul fam, my awesome new subscribers. Thank you for the lovely donations. Yesterday I got new phone cord. We are charging. I don't even have to hold it. It's awesome. I got two actually. So yeah, I will address the questions that were asked via my PayPal. I will address those on tomorrow's live because it is kind of a heavy subject. Now I can't give you or do spell work. I don't work with dark magic or entities. I highly discourage that to anybody that that's trying to do that. It's not a good it's not a good move. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. We are keepers of the light. We work with the light here. Okay. So let us start with a keeper of the light. Let us start with a little spell prayer here, you guys. So I will. So thank you for all my new subscribers. And also, guess what, you guys? What? What's that you say? I saw that there's like 905 or 906, something like this, subscribers. So that means I'm going to give away 7. So we have two more raffle tickets for the reading raffle. So I'm going to give away seven now 25-minute sessions because we're at 900 followers. So thank you. I want to say big love to everybody, and this is what I do to give back. For every 100 new subscribers, I put up a new I give a session, a 25-minute session, and I make it part of this reading raffle. So when we get some more people to play, now we have 7 that we will give away. So that's awesome, right? 25-minute sessions. That's private session with me. So that's the best. I mean, that's literally the best I can do for you guys. $5, €5, right? Like, I can't really give you. That's the best discount. When people are like, well, could I get a homie discount? Like, that's the best discount I can give you, homie. Five. You know, you got a pretty good chance. So anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for all of your follows, your shares, your comments, your good vibrations, your positivity, your good conversations that you keep going in the chats with each other, how you guys keep each other accountable. All of it is awesome. I really love and appreciate you guys, and it honestly wouldn't be the same without you. So smoochy boochies. So dear universe, source creator, divine angels, ancestors, ancient deities, ascended masters, archangels, animals, elementals, mantis, galactic federation of love, light, and all the other high vibrational beings that are here to assist this collective in the highest possible timeline for all of those involved, the highest possible frequency of only love and light for all of those involved. And we thank thee for your presence, for your guidance, for your clear and concise and precise messages, for your protection, for your jokes. They got jokes. Oh man, they'd be cracking up right now. For your protection, for your guardianship, and for your patience with us, yes, but for your presence, so mote it be. We ask the guides that anybody that uses our name or ill will, intention, hatred, anything like that, uses me or any of my collective's names, that it gets transmuted back to us in the form of health, wealth, abundance, and love times 10. So mote it be. And that any monitoring spirits, handlers, groomers, any negative beings, entities, people wishing black magic or anything upon us, anything dark or sinister in nature, we do not accept. We return to sender. It does not belong here. So mote it be. So guys, let's do the cosmic tarot. I don't have all the tarot here. First, let's do a keeper of the light and see what we got here. Let's do a keepers of the light. So anyways, I think it's really funny because last night, someone that really just wanted to hate, you know, actually was able to be the one that was able to send the payment. Okay, can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So anyways, hello. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Ciao, Andy, Atticus. Oops. Level. I can't see your tits. Thank you, Moonlight Business. You guys. So Kali Ma is the first deity that comes up. Okay. Facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. If you are a new subscriber here, I go by Zofia, and this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. This isn't a place to make rude comments. I don't really appreciate that. Goddess energy. We have this Mary Magdalene. The teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Welcome to my Zed Talks. And we have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Okay. For some of you guys, you maybe, many people I really feel like will be really receiving, really tapping into these higher level spiritual capacities or capabilities, right? And this is really what it is, right? This old cycle breaking down, this Kali Ma, right? It's not about destroying everything, but as we step into a new version of ourselves, right? It's like you have to destroy old versions, old past versions of yourself. Because you're not that same person anymore, right? It's not that we're not going back to these old era, to the old earth, to the old world, to the way things were. And it's the same, hopefully, for you. Hopefully everybody is you know, always like evolving, right? Hopefully people are consistently evolving, but some people, they don't. Some people stay stagnant for an extended amount of time, and some people literally don't evolve. But for many of us, we see the ability to kind of transform, right? We see this ability with this deity, Kali Ma especially, to kind of let the old things burn, let the old things fall to the wayside, and let the new things bloom or blossom. See, here she's not having like all this blood and death and destruction, but there's all these flowers that are blooming, right? This is already past. So it's like we've already mourned the past self, right? This past version of ourselves, or that people may have known before, or even that we knew. Like maybe we don't even know who we're stepping into now. We just know that this old version of ourselves, or maybe this old way that we dealt with people or allowed other people to treat us, whatever this is, right? It passed. It's over. Like it's dead and gone. It's dead and gone. And so this new version is blooming, right? You see all these flowers blooming. right? Red can be a very significant color for some of you guys. And then this teacher is awakening. So it's like facing this fear, right? Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So it's really about breaking out, right? It's about this inner passion. Many people may have some type of inner passion of being able to tap their higher level spiritual gifts. Many people may be like, okay, now I'm going to teach or share something that I do. Maybe a skill that I thought was weird before or that wasn't really accepted before now is more acceptable, right? Like, for instance, for me, right? I've communicated. I'm a psychic medium, and I've communicated for a long time with spirits, but I don't think it was really that socially acceptable. It's now becoming more of a trendy thing, right? And so um it's a lot easier for some of us to step into these old positions. But for some people, right, you could be stepping into like witch or warlock, or maybe you're like some type of holistic healer. Maybe you're some type of shaman, right? Like there's all these different, like we're tapping this ancient knowledge. We're forgetting who we were. Like some part of us is dead, but I think it's part of like this third density, this heavy, this like this humanness, right? It's like now we've been the observer. We've been on the journey, right? We've been the observer, and now we're stepping into the role of teacher, right? It's like we're leveling up, right? With this old version, we're like, okay, we're on to the next grade. We're on to the next level, right? On to the next level. This teacher is awakening. There is something important porting. For some of you guys, you could be coming up to a porting, portal. Port wine could be specific. But a port is like somewhere where a ship would go in and out of. Something like this. But you have something important. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So part of what this is understanding that as this new era is evolving, right? We're all participating in it. We're all co-creating it. And in this moment of time that we are co-creating and changing things, right? How are we manifesting them, right? How are we staying focused on the thing that we want to move forward? What do we want, right? We want to be able to learn. We want to be able to share. We want to be able to grow. We want to have care. We want to have compassion. We want this old version, right? Of fear, of warmongering, of hate, of separation, of pain, of hunger, of starvation, of, war, all this shit. The fear, right? Keeping people in fear, that state of dysregulation, right? We're waking up, we're understanding that, hey, we're all human here. We all want to express, even the highest deities, even the highest whatever, are still known as care and compassion. Actually, Kali Ma is known really highly as a mother, as a loving, birthing spirit, right? She may not be fully as compassionate as like a Kuan Yin, let's say, right? But she is a very loving, protective mother energy. So we're moving into this space of this choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So know that this isn't about saving people, okay? This isn't about saving people. This is about what is your skill that you have to offer? What can you teach or share with people? What do you like to teach or share with people? Because in each person individually, doing their own healing work, acting in their own authenticity, right? You're teaching. You're teaching yourself, but you're also, it's like the 100 monkeys theory. When each person is at their full, working at their own full capacity, right? Then we're taking care for the collective, right? We're realizing that taking care of ourselves, at figuring out what is our purpose, what we're here to teach, what we're here to share, what we're here to energetically exchange or reciprocate, right? Essentially, we are, for some, there will be some type of forgiveness. We have Master Jesus here on the bottom, but again, upside down. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. So what I see is that there's a lot of masculine energy, okay, that is not going to be forgiven. This is more like on a patriarchal sense, is kind of what I'm feeling, right? This is more of a collective thing. There is a very strong masculine wounding, right? But in order to heal that, it's like this very feminine energy, right? The teacher has to awaken, right? And for some, that means that some of these people that were in power, some of this patriarchal stuff, you know, what we've seen as the masculine structure as the father, even a lot of religious structuring. Let's be real, okay? This is Master Jesus, right? This is an ascended master. He's an ascended master, okay? He's not a lord or a god. He is a man that came here and taught us all that we all have the capacity to reach this ascended master state, right? So there is a level of forgiveness. With this being upside down, what this says is that some things, right? Some things are unforgivable. Like when he started flipping tables and cracking the whip and fucking people up. When he was doing that, he was doing it because he was pissed off because they were defiling sacred, what was sacred. They were selling souvenirs and all kinds of stuff on the temple grounds. They were marketing to make money, but not letting the hungry eat, not feeding. This is exactly what he was against, right? So the fact that the patriarchal structure has built things against, and people stand by this. Many people, there's people that are hiding behind some type of religious structure, and this is going to come out, okay? This is going to come out. These people are really scared. They're hoping that someone is going to have care and compassion. Can be a father figure. These people can be scared of a father figure. Could be both. Yeah. But, yeah, the forgiveness is in reverse. Oh, weird. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we'll start there at the Keepers of the Light. Let's go to, so as far as the full moons are about culminations, okay? We have this full moon in Capricorn. What does that mean? Capricorn is an earth sign. Capricorn is about business, finance, structure. It is ruled, it's a Saturnian, okay, under Saturnian rule. So it's ruled by Saturn. So it's about government, patriarchy, law, structure, rules, regulations, work, money, basically all of these things. So what's happening is, I think what's going on is a lot of people are waking up that they know that they have something that we can create something together, but it's like this fear of just stepping away from it. Yeah. It's like people are experiencing the Three of Cups. People are experiencing this like, well, what will other people think? Or they didn't see anybody else doing it, or well, other people could do that, but they don't know if they could, or it's this fear. It's this fear. Really. It's this fear. I think what most people are scared of, right, is like, oh, okay, well, then what do? We just like party, we just don't do anything, we just don't work, or what do we do, right? For some people that have been being like, well, I don't want to leave this, I don't want to leave this job, or I don't want to leave this position, or whatever is going on, they're about to receive some type of message, something like this. They may be losing their job. Okay, Someone also could have gotten involved with some type of third party at a job, and there was messages that were tied to it, that these people will now be losing their job, or they won't be able to get any more work. Oh, yeah, this is somebody that was supposed to be, okay, there's a few things here. Somebody was supposed to be, was in a relationship, was in some type of union that they said they were devoted, right? This is could have been somebody like some type of a wife or something like this. I'm picking up like this because it's third party, the Three of Cups at the beginning. And they weren't really hiding it. They were hiding it, but they weren't really hiding it. They thought it was hidden, but now it's not hidden. Somebody, this third party or somebody that they were working with, or this third party is basically gonna, yeah, Princess of Swords. This third party is going to be the one who spills all the beans. Whoever this third party, like, someone was in, let's say someone was in a commitment, but they fucked around and now they're about to find out. They're about to find out. They thought that they could keep this secret, but they can't. This can't stay hidden to whoever. It's like whoever this commitment was for. This is literally somebody was married to somebody, or somebody had a fiance, or somebody lied about being married or having a fiance or something like this. Somebody lied about that. Or somebody basically was like, no, it's cool. We're in, you know, with this like this. Oh, we're in a open relationship, but you just can't tell them. They just don't want to know about it. As long as it's like undercover, right? But there's a problem. This is somebody that worked together. Somebody that lost their job. What is this? What is this? Eight of Wands with Three of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords. Can be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, strong Libra energy. Somebody may have promised that they could do something, do some type of job, get something done, take some type of action here with the King of Swords. They were sure that they could do it. They like guaranteed it. And it's like this third party, yeah, this third party was supposed to be a fucking secret, but they weren't. They came out before they were supposed to, and they got caught. So where they were trying to do something sneaky, they were unable to. They got caught. And then they tried to pretend like they didn't work together, but there's messages that are linking them for an extended amount of time. Maybe not working together, but doing some other things together. This person, they could have made a decision to be with this person, or they were saying that they were working with this person or living with this person or something like this. These people either lost their house, or they've been kicked out, or because someone, because something that they said, they lost their job, they lost their house, some type of messages with these third parties. And what is this? Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Ten of Wands in the upright. Yeah. This is all, it all came to light. They thought that they could keep this a secret. They've been doing some type of weird moon rituals. They were hoping to have something done by this moon. But it didn't work. They didn't keep it hidden. They shared too much information, like pillow talk. They were fucking somebody. They shared this information. They were fucking somebody for a while. They told this person way too much. And this person literally got sick of it or got jealous of it or something like this. And then they just fucking... They did the most. They went back behind them and told a bunch of people. Told a bunch of people a bunch of information. How long has it been since this fucking crazy cat? Oh my god. Hey Heidi, ciao from Malaysia. That's not my cat. That's a fucking random cat that comes. Probably because it's all a full moon and someone getting freaky, and then the cat was like, what? And this cat just wants to fuck. So anyways, yeah, these people were doing the most. And, or it's like, okay, so whoever this is, whoever this third party was, they kicked them out. Everybody's going up against them, okay? They could have gotten something from this person as well as losing their job and their place to live, all this shit. All this shit. All because this person found out. All because this person found out. That someone was actually in love with somebody else, that they weren't in love, that they were just using them. Some King of Cups here. Some King of Cups paid this person, this third party to come in, but it's like they also paid this it's like it was like paid romance scammers on both sides. I don't know how else to explain it. That's basically like what it is. So it's like on one side they paid this masculine, right? They paid this masculine, strong air sign. They paid this masculine to be with this person, right? To be with this lover, to have this union, to make this commitment, but not make a commitment, but keep them hidden, but give them a, like, breadcrumb them enough, right? Like love bomb, breadcrumb, something like this. And so this King of Cups, okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay, this masculine figure, this older masculine figure, he paid this other person to be with this, to be this lover boy to this person, to treat this feminine like this, right? And then also paid or employed some other Jezebel spirit energy, this other third party, to come in and give him something, to bring back and give to the collective, some type of disease, some type of whatever, because they wanted collective to lose their jobs. They wanted to block the messages. They did to lose their home, to lose, for everyone to turn their back on them, for everyone to go against them. They did the most. They did the most. And this King of Cups paid. And these other people, they actively made the decision, and now they're feeling fucking bad. Now they're feeling bad, basically, because they're understanding that collective wasn't somebody to be played with. And they're having major spiritual things occurring for them. Some of them could be having some type of spiritual awakenings. Some could also be having some, experiencing some pretty like paranormal activity. Okay. Um, some of them are just realizing and like waking up. Many of them that did something against collective, that did this, are being terrorized, literally. Like the ancestors, when I first came on, like they're pretty funny. They got jokes, right? Um, but they were like, basically they were having a laugh because they were just like, these people, like they're just giving these people tower after tower after tower after tower after tower. Please don't troll my chat, whoever you are, Leak 88. Like, do you need that much attention that nobody else can type? Like, if you want a personal or private read, the information's in the information box below, or watch the beginning of the video where I talk about it. The chat is for people that want to talk and have questions for the collective. And when you put like, you're putting 20 messages of saying whatever. I appreciate your comments, but like if someone else puts a message here like, hi, would you like me to mod for you? Like between your 20 comments, like I can't see that. And then I have to keep scrolling back and it stops the whole feed. Like if people just have like cool questions and be part of the cool chat, then like I can actually read and respond as we're going through instead of like having to scroll back for an hour. Just saying some different things, you know. I'm just keeping it real. Like we're Capricorn, full moons in Capricorn. Mercury is in retrograde. So if we use this energy right, then we understand Mercury is a planet of communication. And we need to say, you know what, actually, I appreciate your comments, but at the same time, if we can all make comments, that way I can actually help answer questions for the collective, or you guys can normally everybody actually like shares, has cool little what do you call it, conversations within themselves. um but yeah, it's cool. No, it's cool. We're all learning here. um you know. So, you know, tower. Anyways, these ancestors are laughing, right? They're fucking laughing because they're just causing, it's like one thing after another, after another, after another, like a tower after a tower after tower after tower. Now, the thing is when people were ready to make the change, right? Like, not everybody is the collective. Not everybody has the same strength or ability to kind of like take shit on the chin or to just keep pushing through, right? Um, some of you guys are like serious warrior spirits, like star seeds, light warriors, indigo, you know, um, rainbow crystalline. Like some of you guys are warlocks, witches, magicians. Like you guys are tapped in. And if you're not already tapped in, um, then you will be tapped in, right? You will be tapped in. But in order for that to happen, it's like this healing had to come into play, right? And in order for that to happen, a lot of things and people and places and scenarios, there had to be a lot of towers. And that literally is what this Kali Ma is about. It's about understanding that, facing the fear, about what it's like. It's not just about houses falling down or catching on fire, which I am seeing something happening, some crazy shit happening, okay? But um like volcanic or earthquakes, right? We're in very, the energy right now is intense. But this is about old ideas, old structures, old ways of thinking, old trains of thoughts, old program. So if you're always were like, ah, oh, that was always like this or whatever, that's an old program. It's an outdated program. We're upgrading, right? We're flashing, we're We're reprogramming. We're deprogramming and reprogramming. And that's pretty much what this Kalima is. It's like facing the fear. Sometimes people are afraid to let everything to just burn everything. And I don't mean like in a physical sense, you know? I mean, I will have a little fire because it's a full moon, and I will burn some the best thing to do on a full moon, little ritual you guys can do for yourselves, that I like to do, is just to make a little fire. You don't have to make like a bonfire or something like that. You can take even like a couple candles or something with some paper, obviously. Don't be burning plastics and shit. There's enough of that. But you can write down things that you're ready to just release, right? I'm ready to release the fear of not being enough or not being worthy, or financial struggles or fear or loss or um, lack or whatever it is. Write down the things that you're actually um, letting go of, that you're ready to let go of, or that you're ready to release, right? The culmination, and just kind of let it all go, right? Put it in there. Maybe it's old people, maybe it's old habits, maybe it's old behaviors, maybe it's I'm ready to release this version of myself or the past version of myself. Maybe you actually just upgraded and you're just like you're not on the same frequency of your friends or your family or whoever you've been around all this time, and now you're just like, wow, I'm starting new. I'm a new person, you know? And that means you have to burn down, let go, right? These old structures. They're there. You can have them there as part of your story, right? That's why she keeps them there. I don't know, like, not necessarily like some type of a trophy, but it's like, does it have to be trophy? It's more of like all of the battles, right? All of the ego deaths. Think of these as like each evolution of self, right? Each ego death, each time that we face fear and step through that, each time that we let this tower happen, and then we step back into our power and we realize this teacher is awakening, right? And as we realize that this teacher is awakening, this care and compassion is really about understanding that in order to help others, we must first heal and help ourselves, right? That is where first and foremost, there's not this we got to move out of this old state of being, right? This, especially from matriarchy and patriarchal societies where people are sacrificing themselves to care for others. Now, do we want to take care of each other? 100%. But I think a lot of the times, especially like in the feminine role, in the mother role, in the home role, it's like sacrificing self and your own health to make sure everything else is being taken care of. And this is where it's switching. This is where we're really embodying this feminine energy, bringing it back to the planet. Did I see this coming in the cards? Yeah, the tower. The tower came up. That's why I broke it down like that. Because the tower was like, boom. The tower came out. I was like, damn, okay. I need to you need to let some people know. And this could also be a sign. If you're wondering, like, do you need to just like tell some people like to fuck all the way off? Like, this may be the sign. You know what? Fuck all the way off. Like, you may need to just fucking cut those cords, to cut those whatever, to burn those bridges, right? I got the matches, we ride at dawn type shit. Like, this is the energy. This is the energy, is like, and this is really what was coming up also with the first card, with the facing fear, and then the first card being the 3 of Cups. It's like, stop worrying about what other people will think or feel, or if they will still accept you, right? This is like the separation. This is the biggest like bullshit lie that patriarchy has bred into us. It's the separation of whatever. Everybody's religion and everybody is whatever. Like, everybody wants the same thing, right? We want to pray and say, thank you, bless me and my family, and We don't want any more war or harm or famine or struggle. And can we please have a lovely, peaceful life and be abundant and successful? Like, it doesn't matter what type of religion you believe in. It's all the same. Like, we kind of just want the same thing. So this separation that comes with religion and politics and all of this other stuff is where they keep us in. And this is part of the facing the fear, as we realize that we are the teachers, right? The teacher is awakening within each of us. We're realizing, wait, we remember that actually everything was free and we're capable of actually doing this, right? We're the only ones keeping ourselves in this mental prison, in this mental constraint. We are the only ones, you know, that are keeping ourselves from this abundant, from understanding that we're worthy and abundant, that we can be in this state, right? It's you, why you suffering. That's why you're suffering. But it's the programming, okay? It's the programming. And this is what we're doing, is we're saying, you know what? I don't know what comes next, but I know what is better than paying taxes and working for fucking megalomaniacs and pedophilia and all this other shit. Like, I don't know. And that's where you trust in the fact that your teacher, that inner your inner guidance, right? Your intuition, your connection to source, because no matter what it is, whether it's religion or meditation or spirituality, it doesn't matter what it is. When you connect to source, the divinity is, you are a creation of divine. You are divine incarnate, right? That's why my channel is called Divinity Within Thee, right? It's about helping people awaken to the divine, the divinity within thee, right? That the divine, like, I'm not the only, like, people should be able to tap into their channeling, to their telepathy, to their light language, unlocking light codes. We should be able to be like, oh shit, we should be able to kind of be not totally time traveling, but like in a sense, right? Working on these different levels of things that are kind of out of the third density level of perception, because we're accessing those and we're having these DNA upgrades and these light activations and more encoding in our bodies. It's waking up, and that's what it is this teacher awakening from within, right? The magician is under Mary Magdalene. This means that we each individually have all of the tools that we need. Everything you need is within you. It's within you. Nothing is without. You are not without. As within, so without. So you're not without because it's within you. It's like a play on words. But this is where they try to mess people up, because they try to make you feel that you have to seek it through another place, that you have to have a middleman telling you that you connect to spirit. But when you connect, right? When you connect to your true purpose and you're like, this is what I came here to do. I know this is what I came here to do, even though it never made sense in a regular world before. When you tap that, you're giving yourself, you're giving your authentic self this care and this compassion. You're healing this, whatever, this inner child, this ancestral lineage, whatever this is. It's something old, because it's like we're killing off this, we're facing the fear of what has been built, right? So like in Hindu, it's like there's different cycles, right? And we're in this Kali Yuga, right? Kali is like this destructor. She's like the creator, destructor, whatever. But it's like all this dark stuff. And it's like she's the one that pulls the veil down. And as the veil gets pulled, now the truth comes out. And now we're like, okay, now we understand. Now we know what to teach. Like, it's like the teacher is like, what are we going to actually teach? So now that we know that everything has been a lie thus far, what are we really want to teach? What do we really want to teach moving forward to the children, to each other, right? What what do we really want to teach? Do we want to teach them how to be skeezy motherfuckers, or do we want to teach them how to be kind, compassionate, caring for themselves, for one another, not trying to come up on each other, right? So how do we get to this understanding that abundance is our birthright, and that we've been imprisoned by allowing ourselves to be in this own mental prison, you know? And so, yeah, this is just part of this is part of this tower. And so this is part of what Kali Yuga is, right? But she is the ending. And when it's like the longest cycle, right? And then we start over. Then we start the golden era. We start this age. So imagine that's basically what's going on. So imagine right now with this Capricorn full moon, we're really we're saying, okay, all of those old structures and things didn't work, but we still gonna need some type of structure basis, right? Because Capricorn is about rules and laws and regulations and structures and how we're really doing this, right? This is the Saturnian energy. So what are these new rules? And you know, whatever, I'm punk rock for sure, right? Anarchy, right? All day. But the reality is there should be some type of rules and structures and limitations what we do and don't think is okay. Like, for instance, do we think megalomaniacs are cool? No. Do we think like pedophilia is cool? Like, no. Do we think like grape culture is okay? Like, no. I'm pretty sure there's like a pretty heavy slide to a lot of basic things that we're like, do we think children should be around these types of people? No. Do we think that children should be learning this or that children should be learning that? Yes, no, no, yeah. Like, this is baseline. So imagine if we're creating these new systems and these new structures. I want everybody to really, really focus in on this, right? What do you feel most passionate about to say this is how it needs to be done, right? Like, I love making clothing and costumings and stuff like this, right? I love doing so many different things. But for me, my one of my biggest things to offer was to create sustainable closed loop fashion that people can access at a reasonable price, not because I wanted to sell them something, because we need to be wearing organic fibers by nature so we don't have the same frequency as dead fucking bodies. I want my love, my passion, right? This my King of Wands energy is I want to change the fashion industry and how things are produced and made, especially the people that are making them and what we're making them out of and what we're draping ourselves, how many chemicals are going in to people's special parts, especially like when I see all these pregnant women and stuff like this, to women especially, to their underwear, all that. Like, it's just, it's so much. It's so much. But I have so much passion to and compassion for that, right? So I like my whole life's work is about that. What is your thing? What is your thing that you're like, I can share this, I can help the world? This is my thing. Or even if you don't think that it's going to help the world, or you don't know how it's going to help the world, it doesn't matter. What is that innate passion within you that you're like, I just feel that I have to plant this tree at this place, or I just have to, whatever you do, whatever it is that you do. Maybe you really love teaching a sport to children. Maybe you really love, I don't know, whatever it is. What is that thing that you have the most passion, that is your true authenticity, that makes you, that inspires you, that makes you want to conspire in the favor of it? That's what you need to tap into. Okay? That's this teacher that is awakening. Okay? It's not about this old structure of sacrificing ourselves for this old system, right? It's not about sacrificing ourselves for another person. It's not about sacrificing ourselves for this patriarchal system. It's not about saying, oh, well, I have to You know, I'm sacrificing myself and my love and my soul for this paycheck. Like, no. Your music. Yes, your music and being the therapy friend. Yeah, exactly. But sometimes we're like that, and we have to understand also, like, I've gone back and forth with this. We have to understand also sometimes it it's good for us to be able to show up for people like that. But if it's overwhelming, then it's better to say, listen, I really want to be here for you, but it's a bit overwhelming for me. So, um, let's schedule a time where I can fit you in for like 10 or 20 minutes. Or today I really only have time for 5 minutes, and I don't want you to feel bad. But again, this is where this speaking, right? This tower, this fear, this facing this fear of being authentic and being transparent up front, especially when it comes to jobs, positions, work, partnerships, dating people, whatever, right? The old structures of how we used to accept things or do things or speak or do whatever is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. And how we get to higher elevated states in all of these places is by understanding that this old is dead and gone. This old way is dead and gone, right? The old way is dead and gone. We have to now face our fears and say, okay, okay, instead of saying, well, if I tell this person that this is a no for me, right? Like, let's say you have some non negotiables, right? Let's say you're just like, um, I like to, let's say, get up early or go to bed early, whatever it is. And this person's like, yeah, well, blah, 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 blah. Like, I like to be up late all night. And it's like, okay, well, I like to uh, have somebody that I can share time and space with. So if you're always going to be on opposite schedules, then like, I don't think it's really going to work out. Right. It's like from the very beginning, like what I'm picking up here is if people don't say what is a no off the bat, these new partnerships, these new relationships, these new jobs, these new structures, everything is not going to work. It's not going to work by people pleasing. It's not going to work by people being like, oh well, I know that you preferred it like this, so I just said okay. You need to be like, listen, I don't like it when, like, for instance, someone may want to what I'm picking up on this. Someone may want to be like, oh, well, you know, I love you and I really want to be with you, but like, we need to, like, you know, it's better if people don't know. You know, we don't want it. We don't want to announce it. We don't want anybody to know, whatever, like this. Okay. This may be, um, now for some, it can be like, that can be a thing. Like, you guys may just have your own space. Like, you guys may, um, be keeping the world out of it just because maybe somebody is a higher has more attention or more figure, something like this, like a prominent figure, something like this. So it could be something like that. But others, this could be like a thing where it's like, I'm not gonna be some secret side piece, like, that's not going to be. Or it could be that someone's like, listen, I don't want to be, you know, I'm not trying to be famous. I don't want to be in the spotlight. Like, you know, if you want to be this person, you can be this person, but I want our private life to be our private life. I don't want that to be, you know, for everybody to see. Like, what is ours needs to be ours, right? There may be certain things like this where people are like, this is a solid no, this is a solid yes. Like, for me, like, my privacy, like, I'm a triple Scorpio. It's super important. Like, for me, like, what I share with my partner and my lover is not anybody else's business. And this is like how many people have made me fall out of love with them and lost me because they wanted to share our private shit with everybody else and created fucking drama because they didn't have emotional intelligence and their ego needed attention. To be like, well, aren't I right? Can I get someone to feel guilty for me? So this is a solid no for me. This is like a fucking no. If someone cannot discuss what is between me and my partner, me and my lover, is between us and not anybody else. And as soon as they share it between anybody else, it's over. Like, that's a non-negotiable for me. That's non-negotiable. Even if they want to be like, oh, well, let's go to therapy, then they need to actually say that first. Privacy, consideration, right? This is a non-negotiable for me. Some people may be like, oh, well, you know, because I'm famous, right? Because I'm famous, like, it's better for me to get more followers if they don't know that I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And this may be like, let's say like the publicity says this, but the partner says that's a non-negotiable. Like, if you're not proud, like, what, why would you hide me? I had an ex that did that too, and I was just like, fuck you. You're a bitch, right? These are non-negotiables. Somebody may want to be like, listen, I'm not trying to do all of this. I want to have a family and I want to have children. And the other person may be like, oh, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to get this place. We're going to have the children, whatever. And it's like, it's something that they don't want to do. So this is the point where we're at, is people need to not fucking lie. We've had enough of that going on. All that shit is old news. You need to say what it is from the beginning. That way you're not manipulating. That way nobody's being manipulated. That way people know from the get-go. And that doesn't mean that potentially things can't change or develop, and doesn't mean people can't change their minds and shit doesn't happen and whatever else, okay? That's just life. But this is basically very strongly that, you know, if you don't want shit to end in a bad tower, better to fucking throw your cards on the table from the beginning and be like, boom, 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 XYZ, because otherwise you're hiding, you're lying, okay? So, okay. So that's the fear. That's obviously the fear that we're facing, and that's why they have me say whatever, right? Because, like, why would I start being like, why would I start being cunty to a new subscriber that's trying to talk and wants to whatever? I don't know. Don't take it personally. I'm a channeler, so like I said, the guides sometimes get sassy, right? They sometimes get sassy. So yeah, the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Somebody may be okay. Somebody needs to face the fear, because somebody is going to have to tell the truth, or someone is going to have to testify, or some type of truth is going to come out. And when this truth comes out, it's like there's no, it's like unequivocally, like it's unavoidable. It's there's no way it can be missed. There's no way it can't come out. There's no like that, like this person's scared shitless because it doesn't matter which direction. It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right? But it's because they did something foolish and they didn't want anybody to know. Okay? Somebody did something real fucking dumb. They thought that they wouldn't, they probably lied. They probably made some fucking lie, or they hid something or whatever. They thought that they were smarter than they were, and now the truth has to come out. The truth is coming out. So these people, somebody may need to face the fear and just give their testimony, give the truth, because otherwise it's going to be like this. It may be like this. They may need to go and actually give a legal what do you call it? What the fuck is it called? Like a deposition or whatever, right? Like somebody may need to say this, and what's going to happen is this person is scared. Okay, whoever it is, this person is scared because they understand that this truth is going to cause a tower for a lot of other people. But the problem is regardless, this person also needs to know that all these other people are going to turn this person in or have already tried to turn this person in or are already throwing this person under the bus. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, being the hero here isn't going to be the hero. There's no, this is beyond, this is beyond the point of, this is beyond the point of snitching. This is like a high level, yeah. All these people already put all these tens of swords. So the truth is already out. Now it's like, this is like someone's fucking testimony. And they may have lied before. Somebody may have lied under oath. Ooh, somebody lied under oath. They're fucking freaking out. Because they got a bunch of other people to go up against collective, and now they all got caught. Ooh, not good. Okay. Yeah. So here's the deal. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody lied. Somebody lied. They said that they knew you better, or they've known you, or this is somebody that you knew from the past. Maybe somebody that you did date, maybe somebody that you were married to if you were married to them, or somebody that pretended to be married with you. Something like this. Okay? And they got a bunch of other people to believe it, to be on board as well. Okay? They could have had some type of family backup as well. And now basically like all these people are going down. And this person is scared. People are fucking scared. Some people are scared because something that they did in the past is now coming back due to this truth. Because of all these people, all these things were interlinked. And where they thought that they were clever, they're now realizing they're the fool. They thought they were the magician, but they're the fool in reverse. Yep, because they're playing games with the Empress. Collective, you are the Empress. How did I know that? Because the cards don't lie. People lie. People lie. People lie. Dark, evil spirits and entities, they can trick you and they can lie, but I work with the light. That's why I have the Keepers of the Light here, right? Kali is going to drop the veil. She is going to let it, like, some people may be scared, but here's the thing. It's like, basically, the energy, what I'm picking up here is, if these people, like, they stole something, they could have fucked with somebody's child, okay? They could have stolen somebody's, like, intellectual property, something that somebody was birthing, something that somebody created for an extended amount of time. And they didn't realize that. They didn't, or they did, or they just didn't think that you're all that. They didn't realize that you're collective, that you are this Empress and this magician energy, this Kali and this Mary Magdalene energy. And the reality is also there could have been some type of a mother or an older figure, or somebody that birthed children potentially, or that's pretending to acting. Could have been acting as mother, even though they were just doing some type of magic together. Okay? These people have been doing it maybe together for a while. Yeah. The Seven of Cups. They've been doing it together for a while. They've been part of this romance scamming bullshit, confusing people, getting them to basically become subservient by crumbs or narcissistic, manipulative abuse, spell work. Okay? They get people obsessed. They maybe give them some type of shit that they're drinking or eating. They're doing spell work to cause this confusion. So these people were doing this to Empress for an extended amount of time, or this is what they've been doing. So they thought that they were high-level magicians because they've been taking people out, and nobody could ever fight back. And they stayed as this like hidden society or whatever, and they just kept, yeah, they stayed here, and they never had to worry about it. They would just make people look like they were like suicide cases, like love. Oh, this person was so obsessed, until you came along, and look, you're literally the magician the Empress, the High Priestess. And now they're wondering. These people are actually wondering because they're like, wait a second. So you knew this. You knew this all along. Every time you sensed there was somebody else. And these people lied to you. And you let it go. You let it play out, collective. And they're like, what the fuck? And you're like, what? I was just collecting evidence. I was just like, since y'all thought I was dumb, I just figured I might as well just keep playing the role that you fucking cast me as until I cast my ass and yours right the back fuck where it belongs. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm reading for all you guys, right? Why do I have a nose ring? What does it represent? I got this nose ring in, where did I get my nose ring? I got my nose ring from one of my friends' piercing and tattoo shops. I think like the second or third one that I helped her to like kind of build or paint out to open. But actually, if you must know, someone stole your innocence. Good afternoon. Hey, Poppy. Stole your innocence. Yeah. So if you want to know, actually, the nose ring, this, so sometimes there's ways that we can trick the brain, right, to get out of these trauma spots. When I had a lot of trauma, I've had a lot of trauma my whole life, but after some crazy shit that went down many moons ago, right, about 13 moons in a year, about 13 years ago. So when all this crazy stuff happened, I started really studying the brain and memory because I wanted to figure out how to deprogram this really intense stuff. And so one thing that I learned is that your brain doesn't forget. It keeps that shit in there forever. So you can't really do that. You have to deprogram and reprogram. And a good way to do that is to take something that maybe was connected to something traumatic, but put a positive outcome or a positive spin onto it, right? Sometimes we go back to these same places. Sometimes it takes us a long time to hear the person's name or to go to that place or to eat that food that they used to eat. You know, like there can be a lot of things, right? Like I stopped DJing decades ago. And my friend was like, I remember that used to be your whole fucking thing is getting in the mix or getting in the mix, like everywhere you went. And I was just like, yeah, that's crazy, you know? Like, he was like, I thought you would be like a famous DJ by now. I'm just like, yeah, like trauma can do that, right? Trauma can really fuck you up sometimes. So anyways, this man that I just absolutely thought was I don't know, the best, most sparkly thing since sliced bread. Before all this traumatic stuff happened, right? I could not, I couldn't get this person. I mean, after all this stuff happened, I couldn't get this person. And it wasn't this person that did the traumatic stuff to me, right? It was a different person. But I couldn't get this other person out of my head, right? This person, I was thinking about it earlier, actually. This person was one of the first people that stood up, was one of like the first heroes to me, for me, that went and stood up against, you know, his friend, his father, all these people, his brother, like whatever, for how they had physically abused me, how they have did this and try to like put it off as I was being crazy. And so in order to um, kind of be like, okay, well, if I just, because I keep thinking and I keep seeing this person, right? And they had this really cute little nose ring. It wasn't like this, but, you know, maybe there's another way that I can have my brain as something positive to be there. And so this is actually the reason why I got my nose pierced. Also, my friend was doing septum piercings or different stuff. And she was like, your nose would be really cute. And I didn't want to do it at first because I was like, it's just going to remind me of this person, you know? this unattainium or something, I don't know. And so, but actually it helped to heal. And so this is an interesting way that you can help to heal your brain, is sometimes putting things where there was a negative or an intense traumatic thing, and putting something positive and making it kind of your thing. Because now it's my thing, right? Now it's my thing. Everybody's known me to have this. I've had this nose ring since like, oh, I don't know, like over a decade or maybe two, or I don't know, for a while now. And so like, that's the thing, right? Like now it's my thing. Like now it's my identity. It's not something external from me. And every time I think about whatever, it's cute, it's positive, it's not like traumatic, right? It's reprogramming something positive. So I bet you feel dumb for making fun of it now, don't you? So, anyways, yeah. Um, Bulls have rings, but I'm not a bull. I don't like a ring. I've had spikes. Okay. So these people, whoops, this Jezebel spirit energy wanted the collective to be out on their ass. They wanted them to be destitute. They wanted them to be homeless, hungry, out of money, wandering the streets, whatever. It's like they put collective in this spot to try to get them to get into this Jezebel energy, to try to get them to call on this prostitute or the whatever, to be like, oh well, I'll suck some whatever for some money. No, bro, nice try, but it's like that was their intention. That was these people's intention here. They for sure thought that they wouldn't have um um like that you would have no other option, that you would be naked and afraid. That's what they wanted. They were really hoping this, that you would come back begging them for these breadcrumbs, to be that they could trap you into this third party. They needed to do it because they're feeding off of your life force energy, your sexual energy. But you guys, you leveled up. You're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to fear this. I'm going to trust in the divine. And your teacher awoken, something awoken in you, okay? Especially strong divine feminine, right? I mean, look, how much more divine feminine with after Kali can we get, bro? Like, so this thing woke within you, and they're not able to manipulate because you healed, because you turn it's like, okay, so it's like basically what you guys did, they're pissed off because what you guys did is, instead of giving the care and the compassion, instead of helping everybody else, instead of forcefully being in this Kuan Yin energy of healing everybody else consistently, right, instead of healing all these narcissists and all these people that just bail out and giving and giving and giving to people that don't reciprocate, instead of offering that helping hand, you turned your helping hand back to yourself, to healing yourself, so you could become a better healer. And it's like they're pissed because it's like all of the energy that you were giving, that collective was giving to all these other people before, you've now retracted, and you're just solely giving it to yourself. And they're seeing, wow, look at you, you're shiny and you're tapped in, and you got great, maybe some of you guys are like, maybe you're getting this tapped in music skills, maybe you're getting tapped in teacher skills, maybe you're getting downloads, maybe you're getting more clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, maybe you're awakening some of these really old ancient things. Like there's just certain things. Maybe you're just like, oh, cooking makes sense, or fucking knitting, or whatever. Who knows? Right? And it's just like, it's coming back to you guys, right? It's coming back to you guys. And these people are all over here fighting each other, being like, what the fuck? Because they can't get you. They can't get you to fight. They can't get you to fight. You're like, you can't be bothered. You guys are so in alignment, so healed and in alignment. You went so far within. They thought that you would be so far without that you wouldn't, they didn't expect you to go within. And you're just like, well, whatever. You guys may have had like a lot of trauma. You know, we probably have similar stories, right? You have a lot of trauma that's happened in your life. If you are a star seed, a light warrior, an indigo, anything like this, if you're in this thing, then you came from fucked up families that pushed you into this hyper ultra healing phase of really going within and awakening, the teacher awakening from within. And so that's basically what's going on. And they can't touch you. They can't get you to fight. They can't touch you. They can't, it's like they're trying to do this, right? And literally for many of you guys, they've been doing this lunar magic, this moon magic, and it's fucking over for them. It's over. The World and the Seven of Swords. Whoever this secret society was, whatever this was, whoever these people that were trying to do this, they're trying to like reverse your abilities to heal, or they're trying to take your abilities to heal. But yeah, this is some type of secret society, and they're done for. They have global reach. They could have secretly come closer to where you were. They could have traveled. They could have been traveling, for they could have also been sending the spell work or something from different places in the world, and then they came closer to where they could be closer to you physically, because they're trying to hold on to something. There is a lot of there is a financial connection or a financial payout. It's like, let's say you were left like like you're not receiving something that was supposed to be yours. Let's say you were left like an inheritance, or like a vehicle, or like a family heirloom, or like a fucking library, or a museum, or a boat. Like this is something big, like a fucking home, a business, like a whole business, maybe a bunch of businesses. Maybe you're like the uh uh chairman of the board of like a bunch of things, right? Maybe you're actually in charge of a lot of things. They're trying to keep that from you, your as well as your union from you. These people out here doing the fucking most all the time. It's an organization. It's an organization. Um, and I think it could be an organization that, sorry guys, I need water. You guys, maybe you need to drink more water. I like the cold water. Not always, but sometimes when I eat a lot of, I don't always drink cold water, but when I do, it's because I ate a lot of what we call sambal before this, which is basically like Indonesian salsa, essentially. So, what is this? Okay, someone offered, okay, this is going to be really intense, but I'm going to say it because this is what's coming out, okay? This cult or coven or church or whatever they are, okay? They offered collective, okay? They offered collective as a door prize, something like this, as a like, let's say a bunch of people made a bet and the human was the prize, the person. It's like but they fucked up. But yeah, it's like they're trying to They were trying to get you. They were trying to get you in trapped in some type of thing. Okay, someone created a fake marriage or a fake agreement or something like this, or somebody promised or betrothed or did fucking something, right? And they did that because this person was supposed to get a big payout. Okay, whoever this person was agreed or already took money to get a payout. Okay, trade you to trade you for sex trafficking. They could have been using your body. Maybe you're selling your organs, something like this. Okay, but it's not working out for them. They weren't trying to give you something. They're trying to make it seem like they were, but they're trying to take a lot from you. And they were hoping that they would be able to fool you. But I don't think that's happened. So they're trying to attach some type of sexual entity, or they're trying to trade you guys. This is like, I'm just picking up on this. It's like they're trying to like sex traffic you. It's like they chose you, or they're mad, maybe because they couldn't have you, or because there was some type of bet, or like somebody did something on the dark web. There was like a hit or something like this, and then they realized they couldn't kill you, collective, so they said, all right, we'll just get them somewhere by themselves, we'll hide them, and then we'll fucking abduct them, we'll make it look like it was a unaliving, like they unalived themselves or something happened or whatever, and we'll just make them disappear. We'll just make them disappear. And since we already isolated them, it's like no one will know. Everybody will be like, oh, well, they just went crazy. They went off by themselves or whatever. Whoever this Jezebel energy is, this Queen of Wands energy, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female, okay? This person put this other person up to it, okay? This false King of Cups, or this King of Cups and this Queen of Wands gave this person a choice. Either you lie, either you do this. It's like, okay, this is intense. You guys, whoever is here, this is too much bullshit. This shouldn't be in the Teacher Awakens whatever, but I'm gonna say whatever it is. This fucking it's like a false flame, false soulmate, something like this. Someone's trying to be like, oh, they were their balance and they were their peace, but really it was a setup. This Queen of Wands, some fucking Jezebel spirit or something came in and interrupted, because it's like, let's say, for instance, this person had a bad gambling problem or something like this, and they owed some type of debt or some type of money, right? Or they made some type of deal, and the deal, no deal, yeah, they made some type of deal with the King of Coins. Somebody lent them money, or they owed somebody money, or they were in debted to somebody money, and so they said, okay, you can trade us this, you can get us this one. This is what the Queen of Wands is like, okay, well, I'll pay your debts if you go, if you take her or whatever. If you fuck up collective, then we can collect her money. For some of you guys, your family said, your family or mother figure or somebody's mother figure said, yeah, we can collect money. We can collect money off of them, off of life insurance policy or something like this. They lied. This person lied to this other person coming and going to get them to do their dirty work, to get them stuck in the middle, to basically, like, someone created some big type of setup to get somebody stuck, and they got them trapped in their own type of lie. But because these people love to lie, because it's what they do, they're trapped in their own shit. They're trapped in their own shit. That's what happens. Yeah. and they're this third party, where they were maybe with this third party maybe promised them this and that. This Jezebel energy. They promised them some type of money or payout, this whatever, and it's like they're miserable. They lied about everything. They didn't have money. They didn't have money. They don't have this home. They don't have any of this. They were hoping to come up off of it. They were hoping to take all of it from fucking Collective. They were hoping to smear Collective so bad that everybody else would hate them, that they would become famous or some bullshit, that they would be famous. They really thought that they could destiny swap or take this, and instead now everybody is attacking them. Now nobody wants to see them. Nobody wants to talk to them. They're over. They've committed social work, whatever. Yeah, they've committed a social unaliving. It's over for them. They're trying to, they can't make a comeback after this. And Collective is over here in this energy. Collective, you're over here in this Eight of Pentacles. I paid the cost to be the boss. You guys did your work. You're like, nah, I already learned. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I ain't waiting. I ain't fucking waiting. You people are stepping to the plate or not. Like, I ain't got no time for no bitch ass motherfuckers. I ain't got no time for no more secrets. Transparency. I need someone that's strong, that isn't lying. Right here, this is somebody that's weak and lies. And lies about their lies. No. What the full moon does is it brings to light, it actually illuminates everything that was hidden in the dark, and all of those cracks and crevices and dark back corners and everything like that. This is what people are going to have to be strong about, because everything is coming out. Like, let's say all these people, these bitches, and this whoever this person was, let this third party smear and smear and smear, and this shit's coming back, and these people can't handle it. These people can't handle it. The Nine of Warrior, the Wounded Warrior in reverse, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. These are people that were hiding behind some type of religious front. Okay? And they got caught. They got caught, and they can't come back from this. The Prince of Swords. It's like it's like they tattled. So let's say this person at first was in on it with them, but then when they realized that this other person actually never loved them, didn't love them, and is super in love with Collective, even though they got them to leave Collective and do all these terrible things and try to kill them for money and do all this other stuff, this person is obsessed. This person is still obsessed and in love with Collective, and this other person is so fucking jealous. So fucking jealous. It's like they're trying to copycat, they're trying to do all this stuff, but then they just can't be. It's like this other person was like, you'll never be Collective. You can never be Collective. And this person just went off, like, freaked out, and just said a bunch of, basically cut this person off. So fuck you, whatever. Somebody got kicked out of a house, or maybe they lost the house, or something like this. There's no one that they can go and ask for help, because it's like nobody is going to take these people in. Nobody's taking these people in. Yeah. It's like nobody will give these people loans. Nobody will help these people. Nobody will, I don't know what this is. Sometimes a powerful, well, I'm not a Taurus and I'm not a beast. So it's really inspirational. Thanks for saying that. You're not going to forget. Good. I'm glad that it can help you. Hey, Keisha. Oh, that's cool. Your dad told you something. You had a dad? That's tight. What was that like? No one can take what's truly yours. I mean, they may be able to temporarily do it, but not ultimately. So, salsa. No, sambal is basically like it's like Indonesian salsa. They take chili and shallot and garlic and lime, sometimes fish sauce, something like this, and they mash it um, in the pestle and mortar, and they mash it, and they maybe they put tomatoes, but I don't really know. I don't really think so. Sometimes it depends on the consistency, but yeah, it's basically just like oil, chili, lime, salt, pepper, and garlic and shallots, pretty much. That's what they make it out of. So yeah, it's like salsa. I don't know what else to say. Um, the wise man has the power to reason away the blue flame. Have I ever been smoking? I'm from California. I smoked cigarettes for like a lot of years. Um, I don't smoke, but the ancestors really like me to smoke. So sometimes when I feel like I need grounding, I smoke tobacco. I have my little, I have my little vape when I feel like the ancestors really like smoke. They're like not really that impressed with the vape. They prefer the tobacco, but I don't smoke inside. So, you know, I keep the little vape for when I feel like sometimes I want to buy a pack of cigarettes because I don't really need it. Um, so the Four of Wands. Somebody is facing fear on some type of union or connection that is supposed to be coming into play. Okay, for some of you, this is about the union of coming into union with yourself. You're just like, I'm masculine, I'm feminine, I found my inner balance. And this is really what it is it's saying this is what is feeling good for me, and this is what's not feeling good for me. This is about not I just really feel strongly this whole reading is about not being like palatable. I don't know any other way to say it. Not everyone is going to like the sound of your voice. Not everyone is going to like the color of your skin or your hair or your eyes or your nails, the look of your face or whatever, the way that you dress or where you come from or your whatever. It's like it doesn't matter. You just need to be yourself regardless. That's really what this is really like the biggest theme that keeps coming through in this reading over and over again is the next phase of this moving forward of this union, whether you're going to have a union with a person, with a new business, you're going to get a new contract. Some of you guys may be starting a new business. You may have a business, you may be taking over some type of company, you may be asked to do some type of leadership, management, some type of recruiting, something like this. I'm sensing something big. And you may be traveling and maybe in different countries, okay? Egypt may be um Egypt may be something big or something with pyramids, flying, but yeah, I think that this next phase comes in when we face the fear of saying, I'm not abandoning myself for anyone or anything else, right? This is the fine line of this mother when she stops being the over nurturing mother and she becomes the teacher, right? It's like, what's that saying? it's hard to be it's hard to be the teacher and the student, even though when you're the teacher, you're still also the student. Um, because you're learning from the students, you're learning what you're teaching them, you're learning as you're seeing how they learn. But it's like, um, it's like stepping out of this old role of the mother, the feminine role, sacrificing herself for a man to succeed, sacrificing herself for all of her children to succeed. Now, I'm not saying that it's not, genetically, like, within the makeup of the mother to be compassionate and caring and to help the children and to help raise the children and to do that, right? Because the mother is the teacher, 100%. It's just that how the roles were, it may be changing, right? We may see more women stepping into more leadership roles, more teacher roles, more managerial roles. And so that may mean that men have to step up and be able to be that teacher, that good example, that good role model in family scenarios. And this doesn't mean that women are like, fuck men. No, it's just like things are changing. Times are changing, you know? And that's really what it boils down to is times are a changing and stuff, we just have to be aware that if we want this new world, if we want this new way of things coming in, then we have to be available for things not to be the same, right? Like for me, when I want something to go different in my life, I do everything different. I do my best to do things differently than I was doing them before, right? You want a different result or outcome, then it takes a different effort and different action, right? So for me, I'm like, well, I was running around and running around and running around. So I'm just like, okay, well, now I'm in inaction, not in full inaction, right? Because I work. I'm so masculine energy is every day doing this, the repetitive, the Mars, the masculine energy of I got to work. This is my, whatever. I do my put in my hours a day, clock in, clock out. But I've been able to be in a more relaxed, receptive mode. Now I could be like on my hustle, right? I could be in like a nice ass villa already, moving my stuff before it was time, hustling extra. But like, is that hustle culture really what my nervous system and my being wanted after a fucking psychotic last year, couple of years? No. So it's really about understanding that in the process of everybody trying to tell everybody else, well, we should be doing this and well, we should do this, if instead of everybody being like, well, I hate how the right side does this and the left side does that, what if everybody was like, you know what I would really like to make sure we don't have any liars, sneakers, pedophilias, murderers, whatever. I would like all of this shit to be removed from dictating the law. Yeah, like everybody that's secretly hiding and doing weird shit gotta go. Like, our new society is not going to exist on continuing to. It's like the reason why the patriarchy is still fucking so rampant is because we have everybody that's enabling it. And if we want to get to this calmer, safer shore, we know that we have to call this shit out. Yeah, look at this. The King of Swords. We have to call this bullshit behavior, this sneaky behavior out. We have to kick it out, remove it, right? You can't live here anymore. You can't sit with us anymore. You're parasitic. You're a liar. You're a cheater. You're a thief. You're a stealer. You cannot be in this holy, sacred space anymore, right? You're out of here. You're fucking out of here. Like, literally. Bye. We're trying to go to safer shores. We want it to be safe. We want our children to be able to what? To walk to school. We want our children to be able to message people online without worrying if there's predators that are trying to fucking rape and molest and kill them. Bro, that's normal. Like, and if we have to be like, all right, we're now the teachers, we're now the government, we're now in these, so like the mothers are now in these leadership positions because people weren't getting the message, but whoop-a-cha, fucking Jackie Chan style, women are delivering this message. Yeah, that this old path isn't going to work. This old path isn't going to work. What are you guys over here talking about? Talking all this shit. Jennifer Aniston. I don't like Jennifer Aniston. I've always had a very low, sultry voice. And then, like, when I was a teenager and had my tonsils taken out, it changed. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure like 25 years of smoking cigarettes will do that. You like my nails? It's been 1 month. These are the blue moon nails. Now we're at a full moon and we're in the strawberry moon. Maybe I should make them look like strawberries. No, we passed the moon already. I'm glad you love them. I've been through a lot. For my age, bro, you're like old enough to be my dad, Steve. What the fuck you mean for my age? What is a Dina piece? I like this. A dime piece is a 10. A 10. Anna is not from America. A dime is 10 cents. So it's like a 10. I don't know. I don't know any better way to say that, or I don't know. Maybe he's talking about something else. But as far as I understand American slang, you want them to. They're really good, right? Look at them. I let the girl kind of do. I give her some examples, and she made this like water, like the ocean and the atmosphere. My nails are gorgeous. Thank you. A 10 out of 10. There you go. And she wants to know. My ex called me a dime. What does it mean? I love you guys. You guys are funny. You guys agree. The green bow in my hair too. Yeah, this is a piece of somewhere I'll show you guys one day. I have a kimono that I made out of this. This is just like a little scrap piece. But green, you guys love this green, so I put on some green. It made me feel good too. My blue. Actually, you know what? I realized that I wasn't having that much bad problems with my eye. I was having a little problems with my eyes. I am sensitive to the light. But actually what I realized is that I hadn't been putting on mascara, and so my eyelashes are actually very long. And so when I don't put on mascara, they sit here like in the middle of my eyes. That's why I like to put on mascara mostly. So my eyelashes go out of, so I can so I feel like my eyes are open, like I'm awake. Otherwise I feel like my eyes are half asleep. So I realized that. I was like, are you kidding me? I put on my mascara today and I was like, oh, my eye can see perfectly. I was like on some mission to go find these eye drops yesterday. You never know. You never know. Thank you, you guys. It's so nice. You guys are saying a lot of things. You love Jennifer Aniston. I'm glad you like Jennifer Aniston. I guess I could say, I guess I could see how I have a lower voice, but she's more monotone. For me, it sounds like she's always talking out of her nose. It's just like her, I don't know. I don't know why. I just never really liked her. I don't know why. She's probably like cool as a person. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know, dude. There's just a few actors or actresses where I'm just like, I don't know why everybody was in love with you. Weird. Like, I just feel like she's very plain. Her role is always the same. She doesn't, I don't see her as out of character. It's always the same. So I don't know. I don't know. You wonder what it takes to get that unconditional love. Well, I guess you give it, and then you get it, right? You have to envelop it. You have to give that love to yourself. Um, Women are allowed to act like they're, and this is where we're going, right? Women are allowed to act like their inner child, and that could be your authentic self. Maybe it is playing dress up. Maybe you open up a princess fucking class or like whatever, right? Maybe that's what it is, Hannah. Maybe that is your deal, right? Like maybe that is what you do, right? So Jack Nicholson. Yeah, but he had fucking jokes, bro. And his facial expressions, like the intensity, like he plays a lot of similar characters, but I feel like he could play some different characters. So something like, yeah, Blue Moon era, maybe look at that once in a blue moon, like we're at another we're at another we're at another level. So what is this message? Yeah, okay, well, these messages that come through are what brings the tower, okay? But this is what awakens the teacher. So maybe it's like you guys found out. Maybe you guys found out these messages. Maybe you're about to find out these messages, right? You may find, some of you guys may find something out. You may need to make sure that you have clearly, that the let's say someone offers you some type of business deal or arrangement or dating situation, something like this, living situation, work situation, something like this. Work situation, yeah, work. I'm saying work because I see it for you. It goes over here. Um, Someone offers you something like this, okay? And for some of you guys, you need to face your fear, right? And say, maybe this isn't the job that you want. Maybe it's not in alignment with your actual job. It may be okay. It may be similar. There may be people that may be in alignment, but it's like it almost seems too good to be true because it probably is. Okay? For some, this is a thing, okay? Don't accept the first offer. Don't accept the first offer. Don't be so quick to sign a contract, especially not during Mercury retrograde. Unless this is like, let's say, for instance, someone could be coming back. Okay, you could have someone returning, some type of union or something returning. Maybe someone healed, maybe someone did their work, maybe they're now re-entering and they're coming here and they're saying, listen, I want to tell you all of these things. And they may just be like, that may be part of facing their fear, is they actually tell you the truth, even if they know that it may cause a fucking tower, but they're gonna hope maybe that you're compassionate and you forgive them. Yeah, this Kuan Yin with the judgment. But they know either way, they're hoping that you don't cut them off. The Queen of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. They're hoping that you don't cock chop, talk chop. But the reality is they know that. Now, some of them are also like a bit intimidated, okay? Because they see you now as this teacher. They see you as this person that's able to speak clearly and all of this stuff, and maybe it's something that they haven't quite mastered yet, okay? It's something that they're a little bit of they're a little bit scared of this. This is part of their um this is part of their awakening, and it's also part of what's breaking down for them as well. I have it turn this so it doesn't come down on me. It's so too much on me. It's cold. It's like too hot if not, and then it's too cold if not. Okay. So it's like they're old. Maybe before they didn't care about communicating. Maybe before they had shitty communication skills. Maybe you've helped them. Maybe this is something that you will be helping them with. Okay? Yeah, I feel like this is something that you may be helping somebody with. You may be able to hold this space as they come in instead of being, because it's like how they see you right now is they see you, this Four of Wands and this Ten of Cups, like You have perfect union with yourself, collective, and you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. Something like this. But with this in reverse, they're hoping that you will be open to maybe love, maybe hanging out with them before you make a final call or decision. Okay. For some, you may, I was picking up on this earlier. Okay. For some, you may agree to, like what I was picking up on is like, let's say there's multiple people, right? Let's say there's like between 4 and 8 people or something that want to come back, that want to like want to give you an offering, right? Maybe some of them are past friends, maybe some of them are past lovers or bosses, or just different scenarios, right? So it's like, what I was picking up on earlier is that don't say one is ending or beginning, right? Unless you know that it is your ending and beginning. It's like don't be so quick to make the final decision. Don't make the final decision or the final cut. Okay. Don't let it make the final cut. That's what they want you to do. They want you to make a final decision, or they want you to, someone may want you to get married or commit or something like this. Okay. Also, they may want you to sign some type of contract, maybe having to do with some type of skill that you have, some type of skill set that you have. Okay. It may mean that you're going to be traveling. Okay. For some of you guys, they may say, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. And this may prevent you from being able to travel or being able to do what you want to do. So you need to make sure from the beginning that you have negotiated, right? Like when I negotiated my Performing Arts and Events Center, right? It probably still exists in the Bay Area, right? I negotiated it 8 times, and the 9th time, they're like, but we did everything you said. What could you possibly want this time? I was like, okay. Here's the deal, guys. Actually, Mercury retrograde just started. Okay. So all I'm asking is like, I don't sign contracts and deals and whatever, even though we've been going over this. I just don't do it during Mercury retrograde. It's just like, you know, like, I don't know, as some type of a witch, right? Like it's kind of against my policies. And so they're like, oh, is that it? And I was just like, yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll just give us a few weeks to just like make sure that all of this feels good, you know, and then we'll sign the final go ahead if you don't mind. We'll make a little verbal agreement here that, you know, give us this time, and when this is done, then we'll sign the final agreement. Okay. So it could be something like this. Okay. Make sure that you have lawyers, that you have people double, triple checking it. Make sure that you don't just sign a contract, or that you don't agree to something, because they may be trying to trap you or trick you. Like for instance, they're like, oh, here's $100,000. Sign the contract, so to whatever, accept this money. And you're just like, but wait, when really you had like, I don't know, let's say there's like 5 million or something, you know, like there's a quite a large difference. Okay. They're going to try to get you to agree to something quickly, and you need to use your intuition. Okay. You need to use your intuition. Do not make any, yeah, this has to do with some type of money. Don't take the first thing. You're gonna need to be like, okay, you may need to look over it and be like, okay, well, this doesn't include tax, this doesn't include the procedures, this doesn't include lost time, lost wages, this doesn't include, do you know what I'm saying? Like you guys may need to like really review the contract and say, no, this is how much I want for my time. This is how much I want for my energy. This is how much I want for this. This is how much I want for my pain and suffering. This is what I need from this person. That person owes me this. This person owes me that. This is the bare minimum. that I'm willing to accept in exchange for that, and this, that, this, that, this, that. Many of you guys like are going to need to just be, boom, put it out on the line, you know? Like, for me, you know, yeah, for me, I'm not open to anybody that like hides, that lies and hides stuff. Like, that's a non-negotiable for me. It sets me off. It sets me off. I don't do that. Like, so, you know, there's a lot of non-negotiables that I have that exist, right? Like, again, if somebody wants to hang out with me, they can start by contributing to my time, not because they need to pay me to hang out, but because they need to reassure me that they're not wasting my time and that my time and my energy is valuable. And if from the beginning people have understand its value, it doesn't mean that they have to fucking pay me every time to hang out or to speak to me, but it does mean that they understand that they're not going to fucking waste my time. Or if they do, whatever, at least they fucking paid me and I can move on with my life. But I don't have any more extra time or energy to waste on people that don't respect it. So when somebody shows up, whether they're man or a woman, whoever else, that is going to respect it, they're going to be like, sure, what do you need? What do you need to feel safe and comfortable so we can move forward? They're not going to be like, oh my God. It's going to be not a problem. The people that make it a problem, that make your boundaries or your needs that need to be met, your baseline, it's not expectations, it's standards. What are your base standards in whatever you're doing? In your family, in your relationship, in your friendship, in your work, in everything that you do. What are your base standards? And that is literally what this full moon is saying. What is the culmination? What have we had a fucking enough of? And what is enough? And what are we really, how do we want things to look going forward? Not complaining about all of the shit that we don't want anymore. What do we want now? We're creating a new foundation, a new structure, a new map, a new layout. And how does that look? And what is a fucking non-negotiable, right? For me, a non-negotiable for me to move into a new space, like I need a bathtub, I need a view, I need quiet, right? These are non-negotiables when it comes to what we want for where we're living or whatever. What are your non-negotiables when it comes to dating people? What are your non-negotiables when it comes to work? Really sit and spend some time and ask yourself that, right? So, yeah. Most people don't know what their parameters are even. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what this moon and this retrograde is really asking people, okay? The retrograde is in retrospect, in everything that's like starting with an E, right? We're reevaluating, reassessing, re-examining. In retrospect, we're re-establishing or we're rejecting. And that is really what it is. And that is really what it is. That is how it breaks down, right? Because I think the thing is we've let these patriarchal systems for so long dictate to us what is and what isn't, that we don't even know what our authentic thing is, because we have everybody else around us being like, oh, well, everybody's for the right or everybody's for the left. If you're from the left or if you're from the right, if you're from one or the other, you're the extremist, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter to me. I don't even know which one is which. All I know is it's like two wings of the same fucking bird, and it's just about creating separation and fear. And you know, yeah, it's just a bunch of bullshit. So aside from all that bullshit, when we undig what our thoughts, what our words, what our actions, what our desires really are, what is under that? What is hidden beneath all of that bullshit? Because that's the decision that we're making right now, the two swords. This is decision, not about what's breaking our heart, not about shit that people already decided that isn't good anymore, right? These old structures are built on lies. They're built on falsities. They're built on fabrications. So what are these two new swords? What is this new decision? What are these new things that we want, right? What do we want? If it doesn't matter, right? If we're just thinking about what is the most happy, best outcome, happy future, if I have everything I want in my life, what is it going to look like? What is the school curriculum going to look like? What is work going to look like? How many hours would you love to do? Would you like to work doing what you do a day? You know, people laughed at me a year ago and I was like, listen, I'm exhausted at this point in life. I only want to work like maybe 3 to 5 hours max a day and like kind of chill out and like spend time in nature and like be able to rest. And my friends, like, they laughed at me, but literally, like, I spend what, an hour to 4 hours a day on here. Sometimes I'm doing research. Like today, I was researching a little bit more about like planetary shifts and movements, understanding what's going on a little bit more in depth. I listened to a couple of different astrologers about this Capricorn energy, but like I base mostly off of the things that I know, and I share things on a more digestible level, right, to you guys, right? Structure, ruling, order. So what are the new laws? What are the new orders? What are the new things? Like, imagine if we're not in confusion anymore, right? And imagine if we have the option to create whatever options that we want. Now, let's not be dumb. Let's do it within a reasonable, helpful way, right? Let's figure out a way that we can offer this love and this good stuff to everybody involved and get out of this fucking Jezebel energy, this lying, deceitful, deceiving, fucking everybody, this hookup fucking culture, this unhealed, this manosphere, this unhealed, and let's make this decision. Let's take these two of swords that are here, that were left behind, right? Because they couldn't steal everything from us. So what did they leave behind? These two swords. Guess what the two of swords is? It's our ability to choose. It's a choice that we're pretending like we have a blindfold, but really there's nothing preventing us from taking that blindfold off. It's somebody, this is in action. There's a choice that needs to be made, and somebody doesn't want to choose fucking sides. What side of humanity are you on? Are you on the side of love? Or are you on the side of people killing people and eating people? That's all there is. Pedo, murdering, megalomaniac, baby, fucking raping, eating, or love. This is the decision that people are not making. And by not making it, no answer is an answer. You're concurring to it. So let's get this love and stop stealing and trifling and stabbing and hurting people in the back when they ain't fucking looking, being sneaky, being Jezebel energy. Like, that world is over. That world is over. We're starting a new world, a new era. And in this new era, we're defending each other. We're protecting each other. We're doing something different than we've ever done before. It's going to look and feel different. It's going to be discomfortable for a bit because we're still hung up in the middle space. We're still in this liminal space between, right? What was and what is. And that's okay. It takes some time. But don't stay stuck spiraling. Stay stuck in this connected space of I am worthy. I am abundant. It is my birthright. I am in tune. I am one with nature. I just been waiting patiently. Patience is a virtue, you guys. Patience is a virtue. And that's where you learn. That's where the teacher awakens, right? That's where Kali Ma comes in, is when you don't have anybody else, anything else, nothing to distract you, nothing around you, when you've abandoned everything, or everybody's abandoned you. And when you get to that space and you stop being the victim and being like, well, everybody, whatever, and you're just like, fuck it, you're just pushing through, you're in tune here. I know my birthright is abundance. I know. I feel it coming. Yeah. And this actual union is going to come into play. Yeah. Strength. It's just taking a lot of extra strength. Okay. Could be now. 6, 7, 8. Because this is 7 and that's 8. It's July, June, July, August, something like this. Maybe Leo season, maybe the end of July. This is 7. It's about this work. It's about all this extra effort, all this extra work that you put in is about to pay off. What is this? You're about to reap your harvest. You're about to reap your reward. Someone is now re-entering this King of Cups. Is this the same King of Cups? This is a different King of Cups than the King of Cups before. This King of Cups is someone that is entering on a more stable, This way, this person is going to enter and they're going to stay. They're going to be here. They're going to be emotionally available. They're going to have emotional intelligence. They may not they may be working on how they're discussing, on their communication, on being able to open up. But I think this is part of what it is as you state what is important. Like, as you're like, listen, I don't like this and I do like that. Oh, I love when you do this. Oh, I don't like when you do that. Whatever. As you start to do this, it's going to allow this person to open up more and share that they have these really passionate, really deep, okay? Again, this can be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? But these people have emotional depth, like deeper than the sea. But it's like they've never met somebody with the same type of emotional depth, so they maybe stay blocked. They keep like a cold exterior, a hard exterior. But as you actually, and this person is not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere, okay? They're not going anywhere without you, okay? This isn't like a, like, they're here. They're here. They're not even coming. They're already here. They're not leaving without you. They're not going anywhere without you. And they're going to be patient. They're going to be patient. Of course they want to be passionate and all this other stuff. And of course, whatever, it's in their nature. But it's if you say, I'm not comfortable to cross that bound yet, then they're not going to cross that bound with you. They're not going to do that. If you want to start slow and say, listen, I don't know if I want to jump into a relationship, but I want to explore what love is slowly, they're going to say, okay. Okay. Of course, they want to do this, but they also are going to understand the real person is going to be forceful. The real person is not going to be forceful. They're going to be the right person. They're going to say, okay, they respect you. That you're going to say, okay, you don't feel safe. You need to be around people. You don't want to be somewhere alone with me yet because whatever, or you need this, or you need that, or you want me to take you to relax. You know, maybe you need to go to the spa for it. Maybe you're like, listen, first I need to be able to have like some things taken care of. I need my nails, I need massage and my nails or whatever, waxy. I don't know what you need, but you're just like, yeah, if you want to step into my existence, right? It means that these are the things that I need. And you guys need to be honest about that. This Emperor in reverse. Interesting. Somebody is not at this Emperor level yet, but they have been working. They have been diligently working. Or what they're saying is, for some of them, they may have worked in some type of position, some type of job or position that was higher up, or that was some type of legal or something like this. Okay, it could be something that they're doing. They may be considering taking a job like that. They may be considering leaving a job like that. For some of you guys, this person may have some type of like not a normal, like a little bit unethical. It may be unethical. I don't want to say illegal, but unethical, like not normal way that they make their money. And why do I say that? Because the law or the order is in reverse, but this is definitely people doing some work. Okay. So maybe they have, maybe they want to start a business with you. Maybe they want to work together. Maybe they want to create a business with you, and maybe they haven't started it. You know, maybe they foresee also like new businesses with you, but they don't, it's like they don't see them starting, or they can't do it without you. They can't do it without you. They've been trying to do it on their own, but they can't do it without you. And they're hoping that you're not going to say no. Some of them may have already tried to create some type of business or something like this, but they didn't do it legally, or they didn't actually run it by you. And I don't know how you feel about that, collective, because it's like you're not getting any of the credit for all the work that you did. Someone else is trying to come in and take your work when they didn't fucking do any of the work. They fucking stole your shit. Somebody stole your shit. Somebody stole your shit and claimed that it was yeah. They secretly stole your shit. Maybe somebody that tried to fuck you, or somebody that was hooking up with you, or somebody that tried to come in and hook up with you, or maybe this was a secret third party that was hooking up with somebody that you live with, something like this, somebody that you work with. Yeah, they physically stole something. They physically stole something, and they're trying to either say that it wasn't your work, or they're trying to get you to lower their judgment, or to be like, oh, well, let's work together since I already did it for you, since it's already been taken care of. Like, and you're over here like, the fuck you did, bitch. Like, I apprenticed it, I went to school, I fucking did years, decades. What the fuck are you talking about? You did all the work. I don't know. These people are scared though. They don't want to turn something over, and they're all fighting about it. This judgment, they're having some type of judgment that's inevitable, and they're fighting about it. They're fighting over holding on to your shit that didn't belong to them. It's a big fight, but this judgment is a higher level. It's like divine timing, divine judgment. They can't outdo it. You're going to get what is coming to you, collective. And these people have to give it back. Okay, so that's what's going on. Some of these people basically try to stole your shit, stole your intellectual property, your business, your company, your ideas, your art, your whatever it is, right? They stole it. They stole it, and they reproduced it, and they've been making fucking money off of it. But the thing is they've been making a lot of money off of it, and maybe in multiple places, in multiple countries, with a bunch of people, a whole group of people, a couple groups of people. There's like, what? There was the 8 and then the 3. So yeah, like 12 to like 21 fucking plus people or something involved. And they've all been collecting money on it. Yeah, they're all working together against you. They've all been collecting money on it. And they're basically going to come in and be like, oh, well, we were just trying to help you. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Whatever. We have everything set up and you get 51% or you get whatever, you know? And you're going to say no. Say no. You're going to say no. Fuck you. You stole my shit. You don't get any of my ships coming in. You don't get any of my money. In fact, you fucking owe me. Fuck you. Pay me. You're going to have to tell some people, go fuck themselves. And this is going to be your final level that's going to say, bring you into place. And they're hoping that because you want to still have some friends or the community or be part of this cool kids crew, this is some type of cult or coven that's trying to make you like some fucking shank offer. They're trying to make you some shank offer where they're going to fucking rob you of your future and your money. Okay? Yeah, and they're going to just they're trying to come back. Someone's trying to come back in, coming around the bend, and you're like, nah, you guys are fucking already gone. You guys are already gone. You've been gone for many moon cycles, maybe like 8 plus. You guys are out of here already. Yeah. And they're afraid that you're going to be afraid that if you fucking say something or cut everybody off that you won't have anybody or anything there, and you're just like, whatever, bro. I got my work cut out for me. So these people have been watching you. Okay, so whoever has been blocking your messages, hacking, stalking, cloning your phone, whoever has been speaking up on your behalf, collective, whoever has been blocking the information about your money, about preventing money and work and business and people, calls, messages, everything, whoever has been blocking this, whoever this person is, they're going down. Whoever these yeah, they're all working together. Whoever these cyber bullies, gang stalkers, whatever, they're losing their money, they're losing their business, they're having to pay you back for everything that they took. They're falsely hiding under some type of church front or religious front, but I'm very strongly like some type of Christian, some type of Jesus freaks or something like that, because this is like a Christian church. Something like this, and they're losing everything. They lost their home. They were promising a bunch of bullshit because they thought that they were going to come up. You need to defend yourself and your actual union, and don't get held up. They're trying to get you tied up. They're trying to get you worked up and tied up so you're hung up. But you're not going to let that happen because you're like, listen. It's like, what am I hearing that song? Bulletproof? I'm bulletproof, nothing to put. It's like far away, far away. You guys are like, bruh, like this isn't my first rodeo. Game over. But also, game on, bitch, you just lost. You guys are on your victory lap. It's like for many of you guys, these people are like, what the fuck? You already won. Stop humiliating us. Why are you trying to take us all down? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? You're going to make us lose our money, our job, our homes, our credibility, all because you fucking said something when these people have literally been trolling and blocking all of your work, all of your money, all of your abundance, everything from coming in to just try to fucking cause you strife. And this shit's over. It's over for them. You guys are winning. You guys may have already won. This already may be viral. It may already be world news. You're going to be world famous if you're not already. And these people are going to be world famous for these fucking lying, cheating, stealing, trifling ass, fake ass, fucking third party ass, romance scamming ass, lying, stealing, thieving, cheating. taking people's fucking money, taking people's properties, taking people's everything. They're hunting people. You about to get paid. You about to get paid. These dumb motherfuckers. And you're just out here like boom, boom, boom. Take your leap of faith. Take your leap of faith. That means to fuck away from all these people. That's how you get your wish fulfillment, collective. Is by cutting them all off. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. But you're not dying. They're not dying. They're just dead to you. You're on this major transformation. You're having a major transformation. You're like, nope. These people try this death magic on you. They can't touch you. This is their last, this is like their last time. Someone's dying. Someone's dying this full moon. These people that wouldn't stop. King of Wands. Yeah, the healing in reverse. Not going anywhere. Trying to take someone's opportunity that didn't belong to them. But they're fucking with the High Priestess. You guys outrank them. You guys are getting paid out. You guys are getting cashed in. This moon and this death in reverse. The Hermit could be Virgo energy. Cancerian, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. It doesn't have to be any of these. I'm just saying what I'm seeing here on these last few ones. Also strong Leo and Sag energy that was here. The world, so all the fixed signs, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Strong water and fire signs, really, and some air signs. What's being hidden? Oh, they hid somebody's death. Someone's death was a secret, or they were hiding someone's death. Or maybe they killed somebody else before, and this was a big fucking secret, and this is what's coming out. Yeah, it's coming back around. It's like the universe ain't missing an opportunity to fucking bring that shit. Yeah, this was like an unsolved murder. Unsolved. Yeah, that's what it is. The moon. Something like this. This was an unsolved murder that you guys fucking figured out. For some of you guys, you could be coming into union with this pair, and this other person is going to be like you guys are like these righteous, like, angelic guardians, right? You guys are like these, like these fucking light warriors, whatever. Hey, warriors, come out and play. But it's like, yeah, you guys have higher level, you guys have higher spiritual ranking, and it's like you guys literally, this is I'm glad to see this coming back into play, because the Magician and the High Priestess is like a good match. It's a really good match. Like they can learn and work and teach each other. So yeah, the masculine may be coming to you as more of like the Magician, while you're the High Priestess and Empress energy. And so they may come, that may be part of the fear, is them actually expressing their emotions, them actually coming to you in a humbled state, saying, before I thought I was better than you, but actually you're my wish, you're my dream, you're my everything. You scream, he screams, they all scream for ice creams. I don't know why that may mean something to somebody. But yeah, that basically that's what it is I think that this masculine is going to come in and say, I want to lead and be a strong masculine, and I'm willing to do all the work, whatever work it takes. I've already done all of this, I've done whatever, but like, you are my dream, my wish. As you wish. What do you wish? They want to be with you. They want to work with you. They see you as this. They see you as their future. They see you as this person that they can build with, that they can create with, that they can work with, that they can grow with, that they can love with. Yeah. definitely that they can love with. Yeah, they want you guys to go places together. And they also have this little bit of a feeling here that you guys may have some type of similar shadows, some type of similar shadows or vices, some type of similar addictions. Maybe you guys are both, maybe you guys can match each other's freak. Maybe you guys can match each other's healing. Maybe you guys can go there, take each other there. Maybe you guys have talked about going places together and doing this deed. This person is wondering if it's too dark, if this is something that they can express, if you're too fucking holy, or if you can foresee it. Now, here's the thing. Just so you guys know, if someone is super clairvoyant, if someone is psychic, if they're intuitive and a medium and all this other stuff, they can see and sense a lot of things 100%. Like, we can 100% sense if you're lying to us. If you're bullshitting us, we can sense. We can sense it. We know right away. Like, if we're like, oh, did you know that girl? Like, oh no, I just met her once. I don't need, like, bitch, you know her name and you don't remember anybody's name. Like, you're being dumb. Like, baseline dumb shit like that. But like, it's like, we may be able to sense certain things, but there's also a bit that we can't foresee. Like, we can foresee some things that are coming, but we don't want to foresee everything that's going on in our life, because otherwise it would render us not needing to be alive, right? If we didn't have free will, if we didn't have the ability to see where things go and see how things like unfold, if we knew everything that was always going to happen all the time, that's not cool. That's even when I'm doing the cards, even when I'm doing readings for some people, like, the guides will say, like, I can't inform them of more information. Like, they can only have like XYZ, because they're not meant to know this. Even though I can see it all, it's not my job to express it all. It's my job to give them as much as they're supposed to receive, as their oversouls are directing me that they're supposed to receive. Nothing more. So when people are like, oh, well, you're psychic, did you see that coming? It's like, yeah, but I'm also don't exist in a linear time frame. So what I could sense is coming tomorrow could be next year, or it could be 10 years. And depending on the speed of this linear time that we're telling. But in quantum physics, everything is happening in this now here moment. So as soon as it comes to the mind, may be good to be talked about, right? So anyways, this person just doesn't want to create any fights. But they know that you're going to sense something. Okay, so part of them is a little bit not hesitant, but has been hesitating to come, because you could potentially just really turn this person on, and they are like addicted to you. They're like addicted to how you make them feel. And this is something that maybe they've been trying to manage or hold back, but they've been having a hard time. They've literally been fighting it, but trying not to fight it, but fighting it. And they want to honor your needs, but they also they want to express some of these secret fantasies and things like this. But they may be afraid that could end, that might not end very good. But actually, excuse me, if it's done in a passionate form, where you're expressing your devotion, and how you don't want to hide anything, you don't want there to be transparencies, and you want to figure out how to share certain things. Okay, for instance, I really am picking up that someone likes to drink a lot. I keep getting these hiccups, like almost like being drunk. Somebody may like to drink, or may like to party, or may like to partake in certain things, and this is something that they may want to ask you if you're open to it. So Literally, like he's there by himself. That cat is there by himself. Sounding like it's like he's literally like watched too many people have sex because he's always emulating like sounds of having sex. Cat scratch fever. Okay. Um Somebody just you may turn somebody on so much that they're just like, I don't know how to not express my primal nature. Um, he's back. No, how can we call him? Oh, I call him Thomas. I call him Thomas. I call him Thomas because it reminds me he reminds me of this he reminds me of the cat from the Aristocats movie. Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the alley cat. Well, he actually belongs to somebody. He's got a little bell. He's got like a little girl purple bell, pink or purple bell on his little collar. You can hear it. Ding 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 ding. But so I call him Thomas. I call him Thomas because you know, um because he's fucking relentless. And I know some Thomases that are just fucking relentless and don't give a fuck about other people. Like, it, yeah. Don't give a fuck about other people's feelings or autonomy. Like, yeah. I don't know. So, anyways, Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat. Um, this person may be, for some of you guys, this person may be, you guys may have a difference in religions. This person may be like super religious. This person could be potentially like a virgin or something like this. Um, this isn't for everybody. Um, maybe they did some sneaky things or did some things like this, but maybe they're like they're devoted. They're devoted. I'm just really picking up that somebody may have some interesting um preferences or kinks, and they may want to like run those by in the beginning because it may be like a deal breaker or a waste of time, right? Oh, go on, Thomas. Like relentless. Maybe somebody really likes vocal sounds. Maybe somebody really, maybe that like turns them on. That's the money. That's the money spot. Okay. Someone really may, for some people, it's like they don't like, they can't hear sounds. It may fuck them up. For other people, maybe it like gets them off. I don't really know. Certain people like certain smells and certain sounds and certain, whatever. But these may be things that they want to discuss because, um, they don't want to hide anything. They don't want to lie about anything, but they also don't want to destroy anything, right? But they also want to maybe break down old systems. Also, there may be maybe in the past they were not the best. Maybe they were cheaters. Maybe they were something like this, and now they're moving into this space like they're in full devotion. And they had to move to that space because they know that they can't lie, right? They know that they can't lie to the high priestess. They know they can't pull one over. So maybe they really had to work hard to break these habits, to stop defending the bad habits, is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, maybe they just like a lot of options. They just like they like options. They like different choices. So for some of you guys, um, you know. For me, I love this, right? Because I always love to play different characters. So like for me, you get a different version every day. And I don't mean like multiple personalities. I mean like one day I may look like this, another day I may look like that. My hair color changes, my style changes like this. This may be something that somebody's into. They may really like this about you. Like this is something that I was picking up when I was getting this prominent dump this guy, dump this fucking guy that you're with, this victory, this victory. What, what's that song? There must be um 50 ways to leave your lover. That's what I'm getting. So when I was getting this prompt, they're just like, leave this dude. Like he doesn't even I had this actually some mirror magic. I know somebody was doing some type of mirror magic, but I was getting dressed up in like a costume that I had made. I spent a long time making, and I was doing this, and I was like, oh, but I don't have this on. And the dude was like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Like you overdressed anyways. Nobody else really cares. Like you don't even need to wear that. You can just go wearing whatever. You can just do whatever. And it was like, as I was in the mirror there, and I'm just like, I spent so many hours like making this thing and I just really wanted to wear it and then this person's like, yeah, nobody even cares, like you don't even need to wear it. And I'm just like, and the energy that came through the mirror was like, fuck this dude. Like he doesn't even know who you are. And the best part of you is that you like to play dress up, you like to get into these characters, right? I used to do roving characters and stuff, like circus stuff and all this stuff. So it's fun. It's fun. For me, it's fun, right? And some people may be super into that. Some people may like that. They may like um role playing or doing whatever, right? This may be a thing. Yeah, that may make them happy. They may tell you some stuff and they don't want you to judge them for it. So, yeah, uh, you know, or they don't, or maybe they want you to tell them, yeah, okay, yeah. They don't want you to hold back. They don't want you to, they want you to tell them everything, what makes you happy, because they want to do that for you. They want to do that for you, but they don't, it's like they don't know. They want to take action. They want to tell you the truth. They want to hear everything. They want to tell you everything, but they also, they don't know. There's no communication. There's been no communication, but they're coming in. They're coming in, this communication. They want to make you, they want to wipe you. They want to life you. They want to make you, uh, this happy ending, this family. They want to start a new family with you. They're always going to stand by your side. They're going to hold you. They're going to have a lot of passion. They're never going to abandon you. They're never going to go against you. They're in it for the long haul. They can't go any longer without you because all they think about, waking moment, sleeping moment, everything is you. It's not a nightmare, but it's like a unrequited love, but it's not, because there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. You guys are breaking past this, facing fear. They're breaking past this fear. And the fear is just that, again, that maybe they may be newer to certain things than feminine, like whether that's spirituality. Maybe they may be newer. Maybe they may be less. They may have less experience. Let's say one or the other is a virgin or hasn't had a lot of sexual experience, but the other one is like whatever, something like this, right? I don't know. You guys are gonna know, but it's like this person maybe it's just like this person facing fear of like making a move towards you, like healing this, right? Yeah, because they hid something from you. They hid that they loved you. They hid that they wanted to be with you. They hid that maybe they were helping you behind the scenes kind of heal something. They hid that they love you. They hid that you are their wish. They hid that. Collective, you may have expressed this to them time and time and time again, and um they didn't know how to reciprocate it because maybe they were scared. Maybe maybe there's been a lot of trauma. There's a lot of healing that had to happen. Maybe they were scared of somebody meeting them at their depths. Maybe they were scared at I don't know. They were scared to come towards you. Why? Because they're magic in a lot of ways, but they can't hide their passion for you, and they don't know how maybe to keep it under wraps or to express it properly, and that's what they've been working on or something. But maybe they just have had a lot of heartbreak. They've had a lot of people hurt them. They've had a lot of people use them, and maybe they needed to um see. They needed to see for themselves. What is this? They wanted to see if you are the person that you say you were, because they had a lot of people that were telling them that you were not, that you were full of shit. But actually, they found out that you guys are truth tellers. All you do is tell the truth. And all these other people lied. Yeah. They didn't want you guys to come into balance. They didn't want you guys to come in the union. They wanted just to create more separation, more fights. Yeah. And now they've really done it, because now it's coming back in a legal way. Because all of them ganged up against people on collective. Yeah. Again, someone may be getting death penalty. Someone's going to be getting locked up, and they're all going to be having to pay. They're all running out of money. They're all going to have to pay. They're in debt. Yeah, this is a higher rule. The emperor. They're going to have to pay. It's like I'm picking up like child support, or like basically like where they're gonna have to pay for this pain, this suffering, this damages, whatever all these people did, this whole group of these people, right? All of them are going down. And it's like, let's say they don't have the money to pay back what they stole or to pay everything yet. So it's like, now what's going on is it's coming to a higher legal system to where it's like they're going to garnish the wages. They're going to take their house. They're going to take their vehicles. They're going to take their businesses or whatever. And everything that's coming in is going to be getting paid. Back to you. Again, these can be even people in your family that try to stab you in the back. Like, they're all, I mean, this is a lot of people. This is like more than 10 people. A lot of people. And you guys are getting your 10 of Cups, and you guys are getting your union, and they're not getting it. Yeah. They're not getting their wish fulfillment. They're getting exactly what they deserve. Oh, you get what you deserve. Way down they go, 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 go. Way down they go, 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 go. Yeah. Yep. Some of these people aren't getting their happy ending, that's for sure. Yep. And it's been a long time coming. They've been getting away with it for far too long. They've been doing it, and they've been doing it for a long time. This has been their order of business, their operation of business, taking people's businesses, taking people's vehicles, taking people's intellectual property, taking people's money, doing this, and they've been doing it for fucking years, for decades even. But they ain't gonna win this time. They're losing. Les hers. And it's been a long time coming. Been a long time. Long time. Shouldn't have left you. Without a dope beat to step to. They stepping off. All these secrets and lies. The full moon is illuminating it. Something is happening on this full moon. Like they're getting caught in the act. Or someone's gonna die. Someone's very sick. It's like backfire from the black magic, from the moon magic. Yeah, it's over. This could be happening. Like these people could be doing it different places in the world, and like they're all going down. Like it's coming out. Yeah, they all work together with this fucking gigolo energy to try to take you out, and it didn't work. It didn't work. They literally try to take you out, try to block you, and you're too strong. You're just too strong, collective. It's over for them. They're not getting their wish fulfillment. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not get to swap destinies. Do not take the wish that doesn't belong to you. You do not get love. You do not get to come between the lovers. You do not get. They're losing their, if they had any type of magic skills, clairaudience, clairsentience, clair anything, something like this, they're losing their power. That's not optional. It's like they practiced. Yeah, they're sad. They're sad because they don't have their power. They don't have any backup. All these people are turning on them. All of them are turning on each other. And they have nobody to blame but themselves. These people that thought that they could jump on board. Jump on board. Jump on the bandwagon yeah, to try to collect with this Jezebel energy. So here's the thing. Something you guys need to know. This is going to be the last fucking card, but something you guys need to know. So let's say these people were in some weird fucking satanic sex group, cult, whatever, right? And let's say they got your ex or somebody else, right, to come in and to fuck around and to find out. Now, even though that person didn't directly contribute to this fucking seance or this death magic, by fucking them, by letting this by giving this Jezebel spirit energy, by them all creating the cult, by them all fucking each other, by them in the hookup culture, they may have something that they can't protect themselves from. Literally, like let's say they got like HIV or something that is like a deathly something that's going to take them out potentially, an autoimmune disorder or something like this. They got something sick. They got some fucking gnarly virus, or they got some weird fucking shit to where they're going to have to be quarantined or they're going to die due to this. Yeah, because they were fucking around without protection. Somebody was fucking around without protection and they're crying because you may have told them. And the thing is everybody, let's say the family paid somebody to do this. They paid this third party to do this. They say, hey, make them depressed, make them this, make them that, give them this fucking disease and make them depressed because nobody will want to be anymore. They'll just be this whore, this third party, blah, 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 blah. They'll have to go back to this old person. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. Quite the contrary. Now these people are depressed. They're losing everything. They have to pay. They're sick. They're not feeling good. And all these fucking third parties and family, all these people that thought they were partying it up and they thought it was a big fucking joke, they're now part of the organized crime syndicate and they can't get out of it because all of their messages and everything are interlinked. And they're starting to see, okay, well, they all fucked, so now they all have this, so now they all have to be tested. It's like the court is like, they're gonna order like blood tests, DNA tests, and all this stuff. And it's like these people aren't going to be able to like paternity tests, different things like this to see if the parents that were collecting money, if the person that was this, if all of it. Everybody that's been playing part, they're seeing who's who in the zoo now. They're seeing because there's people who've been stealing identities and doing kinds of crazy stuff. And so they're like, you know what? Actually, there's a little bit too much confusion. And so these people aren't going to get the opportunity to fake the test, to fake whatever this is, or to get somebody to pay somebody to change it. They don't have that anymore. And for instance, if this is somebody that, for instance, has HIV and they're going around running a fucking sex group or sex cult, that's attempted manslaughter. You're giving somebody a viral disease that they can never get rid of. And that's what this whole group did, to tie on this fucking demon, because they kept fucking doing this death magic and kept doing this death magic, and they were using all these other people that they were fucking, now these people that they were fucking. So if you fuck these people that were doing this death magic, just to be real with you guys, if you did that, the chances of you getting sick and dying before they do are really fucking high, because they used you as a fucking minion without protection. Foolish fool, if he thinks he's gonna destroy my world, he's gotta be a crazy, crazy, foolish fool, foolish fool. If she thinks it's gonna take you from me, she gotta be a crazy, crazy, foolish fool, foolish fool. Death magic is backfiring, and it's coming with a vengeance. So, yeah, just so you know, watch out for that fucking hookup culture, because, yeah, you could be participating in weird sexual rituals without even knowing it. They could just do the whole seance and the bitch could come over and fuck you. And boom, boom, boom. Now you have that sexually transmitted demon. And now everyone you go and hook up culture with, you're feeding that beast. That's what they're doing. That's what they've been doing. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Hey, everybody, I see you guys are putting oh, well, for these people, I don't think that there's an afterlife. When we see death with the devil, it means like, and the moon now, right? These people were doing this moon magic, and I don't think that they're going to have the strength. I don't think so. It's like this has been coming up quite a bit. It's like these people, it's not just on physical, it's a spiritual jurisdiction. They're under spiritual judgment because they're basically parasitic in nature to nature itself. They'll get like the double tap, chop the head off. They don't get another reincarnation. Not here. But many of them, the soul will be eradicated. And that's just an honest, that's been coming through for months and months and months. These people, by doing this black magic, by doing this, by knowing that they're going against the law and the order, by understanding like the higher, like universal laws, right? It's the law of attraction. It's the law of correspondence. These are just basic. These are just basic. So if you put that much energy out, if they're day in and day out in every lunar, every new moon and every full moon and every fucking, these are people that are literally doing this like every night, every day when the sun comes up, or every night when the moon comes up, or whatever, and they're doing it like relentlessly. They will be eradicated from the ethers as well. Many of these people are not going to go to a prison. They may go to like a purgatory. They may go into the sea of lost souls, or just no more like this, because they've already, you understand? I don't know how to explain to you like what they show me as far as this, because we don't really have like conceptualization of it like in 3D nature. But like, I guess kind of like a purgatory, but like it's weird because it's like the way that they showed me when people are in purgatory is more like they're there by themselves, like they're their own worst enemy. Um, but also it's like the sea of the souls, right? Where they don't know that the other souls are kind of moving through. They're just like they're lost and search forever, like that. So yeah, best to face your fear and go and tell the truth. Go and tell the truth. That's the only thing that's gonna set you free, is by basically this. If you want this compassion, if you want this energy, right? If you don't want to get your head bitten off, but you want to learn a lesson, you're like, I learned my lesson. Can you please be compassionate? Like, if that's the energy that you want, then you better go and fucking say everything. Say the full truth. No more secrets, no more lies, no more deceptions, nothing hid, nothing hiding, nothing uh, transparency. And this goes for everybody, not just the people that are trying to enter to speak to collective. This means the people that also did the dirty, rotten stuff. Like, if you guys want to save yourself, and I know people are like, no, don't fucking, if they don't charge you for it, don't say what it is. It's like they're basically, this is the last moment, right? This is the culmination point. Like, this is the make or break, right? What kind of person are you? And if you're like, listen, I was a bad person, I did terrible things, and I want to become a better person, but like, you have to admit all the terrible things that you did. Yes, I put death magic. Yes, I poisoned them. Yes, I did this. Yes, I did that. Yes, I was fucking, you know, spreading fucking sexually transmitted infections and disease. You know, like, they need to admit all of it. All of them need to admit all of it. And they need to fucking come clean, and they need to make first the apology to the collective, and then the collective will probably make that apology become public. But first it needs to be private before it's public, because otherwise they're not apologizing to the person. They're making an apology for their fucking ego. And you know, to be like, well, I said sorry to everybody else except for the person that I tried to fucking murder. Like, no, you need to get the you need to apologize to that person first, and then that person wants to make you do it publicly. Like, that would, I wouldn't be surprised. You're gonna need to do it. And that's the thing, is like, these people, what's more important, their ego? Like, for many of them, their ego is going to be more important. They would rather say, oh, I just went to jail because, oh, whatever, I got caught fucking, or I got caught with a fucking drug, or whatever. They may just try to make up some other lame fucking story because they don't want people to know really that they're fucking pedophiles, or that they're fucking gay, or that they're, you know, love scammers, or that they're fucking, you don't even know who they are, right? So you know, some of them, their egos may be stronger than that, and they're not going to do it. They're going to be like, oh, let me see what happens. And the reality of the situation is the same as when a Scorpio says, if I have to find out the information, and before you tell me, you're done. Because it's like, if they tell, you know, it's like when the cops are like, you better tell me if you have anything here, because if we find something else, you're gonna be in deep, deep, deep shit. It's like that. It's like, so do you want to confess and repent, or do you want to just go down for everything? Because there's no in between. And the only saving grace, which isn't even a guaranteed saving grace depending on the crimes you committed, but you may be shown some type of grace, right? If you're showing some type of remorse, which is accountability, which is saying, I fucked up. I did this, not I did this because, and well, I really needed the money. Like, no, 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 no. I fucked up. I literally fucked up. I tried to take another human's life. I literally hired people to gang stalk, to try to murder. I poisoned. I did all, like, and all these motherfuckers need to say, oh yeah, we made the fake deep fakes. We did this. We fucking threw a party. We were collecting money. We did this. We stole their intellectual property. We were selling it in all of these fucking countries and fucking living it up, treating them like a cheap piece of shit. When really we're the cheap pieces of shit with nothing to offer the world because all we do is steal. So yeah, these people need to fucking come clean and bat out of all of the fucking businesses and organizations and go the fuck somewhere else and move the fuck on. But that only happens potentially if they fucking pay up and apologize, for starters, but they ain't going nowhere until they're fucking paid up. So, and until it's like, and the victims get to choose the punishment for the perpetrators. All of them. So the same crimes get the same thing. Gang stalking, which is organized crime syndicate. Damn. It's crazy. Which means once you guys passed all that levels, that's how they were able to check and tap in everybody's messages. Because then you became an organized crime syndicate. So all your Telegram and your WhatsApp and your private and your whatever Signal and all these other special sites that you guys thought were keeping you end to end, that doesn't work anymore when you're part of an organized crime syndicate. So just some food for thought probably would be good, because they have access, they have everything. They have fucking pictures, they have messages, everything that was deleted, everything that was like, bro, like, people are fucked and everybody's linked to everybody. We just need to figure out what the final linking log was. And guess what it was? The jealous fucking karmic, this fake fucking Christian bitch that hiding behind Jesus when she's really putting poison and doing fucking shit and spells, and because she was so fucking jealous. She was so jealous that this fake flame, that this karmic or whatever, whoever, that this dude liked the feminine more, that she kept trying to turn her in until finally they said, who the fuck is this bitch? And then they saw that this bitch is actually crazy, that this bitch is actually a romance scammer too, but actually she uses their philanthropy. I'm a good person. I'm working. I love all the children. World peace. Elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. Wipe a tear and blow yourself, bitch. Because hiding behind churches and all these other things, when actually you're stealing properties and belongings and people's partners and spreading fucking diseases like your legs, well, that's a little bit problematic. And when people realize that you ain't actually rich, you're just a fucking thief and a coke whore, well, that is what it is. But you ain't ever gonna be a beauty queen again, bitch. And you were the missing link or the linking log that allowed them to shit that turd right out and flush it down. Because everything came back to a whore being a whore being a whore. So anyways, crazy. Anyways, guys, I can't read all of this shit, whatever you guys are fucking writing. It's too much. I have a headache, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Like, I can stick weird shit in my nose and in my mouth and in other orifices, but am I gonna do that just because I can? Like, I'm not 3 to 5 years old. Don't need to do that, but I'm glad. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, what the fuck? So, anyways, just because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Stevia? Sativa? The movie reminded you when that you'd rather stay in hell with the one that you love than heaven filled with the zillions who love you. What movie? Robin Williams, The Sea of Faces from the movie of What Dreams May Come. I haven't seen that um in a really long time, but yeah, I just feel like these people are like someone wanted to step into the spotlight, but they didn't realize that someone was already being monitored, or they were already being monitored for faulty behavior. And then they came in on something else that was also like on collective, on Divine Collective. And they were also being monitored by other government, you know, like maybe one's being monitored by some type of politics or Interpol, and like they're being monitored by like CIA or like the government, whatever, right? And so basically what happened is they're like, wait a second, why is this bitch linked to this bitch linked to the, like, wait, now they're all interlinked. Oh, and this dude's her bitch. Okay. So he runs around for her and boom, 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 boom. So yeah. And everywhere that he went and everybody that he did everything with and every deal and every fucking sale and every call, every time to call and say, oh, Collective's gonna do this. Like all of that is deprivation of fucking character. Also lying, fabrication. Fabricating the actual fucking truth in order to get other people to come after somebody else to attack and kill somebody else. So actually, you guys are all being charged with attempted manslaughter. It's all felonies. There's literally like a few misdemeanors. Like, but the gang stalking now, like they're redoing it. Like everything is being like, you know, it's taking time because they have to redraw out what some of these things are, because with the cyber stalking, gang stalking, it's a whole nother level. But since they've been able to track back all of the stuff where it's coming from, even though these people are using VPNs and blah 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 blah, like bitch, not when you're on a federal fucking watch level operating as a group that's considered an organized crime syndicate, because you're fucking with something that's, let's say, military property, and you're trying to eradicate something that they've been fucking studying that they want to use as, like, let's say a military type weapon, and you guys are trying to fucking eradicate it. They're gonna be like, why? Who the fuck are these people? Oh, they're trying to take Collective out for money. Oh, let's see how that worked out for them. And they started to study. It just helped them because they were studying. They've been studying example A, exhibit A for an extended amount of time, and all you did was just help them for their fucking study group, and now they got cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. You go into prison, and 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 everybody wins a fucking paying collective and a prison sentence because they couldn't just leave well enough alone. Imagine that. All these tall tales that these motherfuckers built up about Collective, when Collective was like, I'm over here just trying to heal people and make art and like just asking everybody to leave me alone. But they were relentless. They were relentless until Collective started, until the story started coming out. And every fucking tarot reader around the world is like, damn, what's going on? Damn. And then it was like, fuck. they figured it all out via tarot. No, we figured it out by divine guidance, bro. The tarot is just a visual ante to prove to you guys that thousands of readers all around the world are still picking up on the same fucking shit that you fucking left there that stank. Get your fucking pooper scooper and sweep that shit away, because that shit is stanky and it's done. You done. You done. They are relentless as fuck. They all stayed stale and you evolved. Yes, 100%. Like, 100%. Yeah, sovereignty's been criminalized. That's right. Like, I removed myself and then they fucking all try to come after me, killing me. Like, you're gonna ruin our life. Like, bro, I'm over here just, I don't even want to be friends with any of you anymore. What the fuck? You're that, like, what's that song? What's that song? You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you? You're so vain. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you? These motherfuckers thought everything that you were doing was about them, but they weren't actually realizing that you were on a larger global stage getting your day to shine, and they just wanted to fucking, their ego couldn't stand that, so they tried to take you out, and in the process the whole thing got documented. How's that for a fucking rinse and repeat? Give us that poetry, Snap. Give us that poetry. You gotta give it to yourself. When the queen wins the fool's mate without even having to move a player, because the players played themselves. Somebody better bust out of us. Like, can we get that world's tiniest violin maker? I think we're gonna get some orders real quick. I think we're gonna have like 20 plus 15, I don't know, 15, 20, 50, something like that. There's quite a lot of them. Quite a lot of them. So remember, use this full moon to burn all things that are no longer serving you. Hopefully not down, not people or anything like that, but make a little list. Make a little list. And if you really are that witch or that wizard or that warlock, and you put some shit down, like, who knows? You never know. You might light some shit up. That will be tight, right? And you don't even have to be there. You just like put that shit in your little mini candle burner and you just like boom, boom, boom. Smoke your cigarette or whatever, and you just like let it burn, and then it's gone, and you just like go to sleep, and they're out there and like their shit's like catching on fire or fucking exploding or whatever. You never know. But use strong elemental energy, because for some reason they can't quite tap it. They can't quite tap it. And the fact that I'm still here on this full moon, and we are here in this full moon, like, I straight up went out. Like, I wanted to do this video like out there, but I couldn't get enough light. The moon was good and full, but then it like started going down, and so it wasn't enough light. I wanted to do it. I wanted to take you guys outside and do the reading outside, but then I'm being all fucking loud in the middle of the goddamn rice fields and shit, and you know, people don't want to hear my voice echoing about how people are doing dirty things and tricks and stuff. You know, we just had all these ceremonies. It was so beautiful. I love out here. I love Bali because I always be celebrating all the lunar cycles. It's like witches. It's like Hindu with like witch culture, kind of like in like mixed together, you know? So it's like, it's very interesting. I really love it. I feel like super on point. But seeing how I feel so energetic and I did so many good things today, and even, you know, what's funny is we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll do the feed because I don't know who it is. I have to see. I saw a notification that came through for the PayPal, which, did you know, even the hater, okay, Stativia, even the hater was able to fucking, two haters, one of them bought 2 tickets, actually, two tickets, and they're asking some dumb shit like, about we'll discuss it tomorrow about incubus and succubuses, about wanting to figure out how to link to them, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna, like, I don't do this type of shit, but I will discuss what they are tomorrow, and I will discuss a bit of how you know if there's like some type of connectivity and what the reason is and the rhyme, and we'll get into that, because, like, I said I answer questions, but yeah, I obviously don't do dark black magic, spell work, anything like that. Don't do that. I don't connect people to fucking demonic entities. You can do that for yourself. And for the guy who really wanted to know how how to link to a succubus or an incubus, um, go to your local whorehouse. Boom. You got a succubus, somebody that's fucking sucking your life, your sexual energy, your chi, and you're paying them for it. They're just sucking you dry. Boom, boom. You can have one in real time. Why have one in spirit when you can have one in real life? But yeah, it's not something that you can really bond with. It's something normally that the higher elites up bond you to, so they can use your energy. And when that happens, they're sucking someone's actual life force energy out of them by them by not the person who they attached it to, but the other people that they have sex with, that have sex with other people. It's a lot. So anyways, we'll get in that tomorrow. I didn't want to talk about it today for the full moon. I didn't want to make that what we do, but I want to say thank you for all of your guys' likes, comments, shares, subscribes, for all of your support, for your donations. It's super amazing. I appreciate it. I got new look at this. I got one that's not gonna go bad. I got a nice this one, and then I got another one. But yeah, this is where my this is where my old cord was at. This is why I was having such a hard time. So thank you guys. I just want to say, when you guys actually, when I say I'm collecting money for certain things, I will have you know it is for actual certain things. And I did get 2 new phone cords so I can charge the devices, and I will work on getting. I did try to talk to somebody about the screen, um, about fixing my computer, and this is what I have to actually do. Uh, Steve, actually, I have to go on because these devices are too old. It can't really upgrade or update. That's what happened. And so I have to go on and like an actual computer to reset the settings because they hacked into it, blah, 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 blah. So I have to go to where the actual, where I can get into the YouTube studio most likely and change some of the settings again. Something like this. They had back access to the computer and to the device, to everything. That's how he did it initially, was hack my fucking computer and my bank and all this other shit. So anyways, needless to say, neither here nor there, but yeah, I can't subscribe to get premium or any of those shits because everything requires having a bank account to link things to, especially a US bank account, and I can't open a new US bank account without my proper identification and being on the opposite side of the world. So that part, that's a whole thing. So anyways, for the people that did figure out how to make the link, yeah, they have me banned. So all of my links, like my other YouTube video and the PayPal and all the other links that should be in there, do not light up, even though they do light up before I copy them over there. And I try to type them. I try to do it like until we get the ban off, whatever. So the more you guys share and like and subscribe or whatever, fucking report it to YouTube or whatever. It helps, right? It helps your girl. So I appreciate it. And it helps everybody. Yeah, Patreon, all of that has to be connected to an account, to a bank account, in order for me to collect money. And all of them are closed, and I'm not allowed legally to open a new account. It requires proof of identification, which they stole. So until all of this stuff is done, I can't do any of that. Like I said, even the get me a coffee, still has to have an account to link it to. I already tried to unwind my Indonesian account, like I have a Singaporean account, a Southeast Asian account. Like they have everything. They have everything hacked, and until the attorneys say that like they don't want, because they stole the passport, because they stole this, because they stole that, because they're trying to steal the signature, because all this stuff, I'm not allowed to sign stuff, I'm not allowed to use the new passport, I'm not allowed to whatever. You understand? So it's a thing, right? Because we're watching all of their activities of every time they try to take, and every time they try to make the transfer, and every time they try to log in, and every time. So yeah, I'm doing with what I can. I'm grateful that I have one way that any money can come to me besides someone physically handing it to me. I'm super grateful for that. And I'm just going to keep rolling with that. So anybody who actually wants to join the $5 reading raffle, there's information. There should be a link. You might have to copy it and then put it back into YouTube in order to take you to it. But yeah, I will be giving away, what did I say, 6 or 7? 6 or 7? 6 sippy. 25-minute sessions, but I need 25 people at least to participate in the $5 5 on it reading raffle. You can buy more than one raffle ticket. They're $5. It's a $220 value, each one of them, 6 of them. And yeah, it just helps me out, and it's a way for us to all help each other. And when you put the 5 on it, there's information, but you can ask a question for that. And then yeah, that doesn't have to do if you win the raffle. That's your own private personal session that you have with me. So to ask not whatever you want, but you know, we have to focus on a question, on a directive. But anyways, you guys, as always, I really appreciate the new subscribers, you guys, new soul fam. Hopefully you guys are able to share cool stories and able to learn and to grow, and you feel me. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it's been an excruciating year. Do you know how it feels to have my other PayPal blocked and other accounts blocked, and there's actually money in there when I'm fucking starving? It's not a nice feeling, but you know, one step at a time, one baby steps at a time. So thank you for your love and support. But yeah, every bit helps, and I appreciate it. And as always, guys, if you're out there and you are doing the work, remember, you got this. You are awesome. You are worthy. Abundance is your birthright. Nobody can take your dreams from you. They are your dreams. Dream big. Don't let anybody make you feel small, seem smaller, or anything like this. If you are struggling, I'm sending you love and big hugs. This We're just feeling a lot of energy right now as we are under Cancer Sun and Capricorn Moon. So kind of let this shit come out. Say what you want, and say what you need, right? Say what you need. Make sure you state your needs in all these different circumstances, because we're setting basically like the next, it's like 3,000 or 6,000 year cycle, right? Boom, 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 before Capricorn comes back around and does this whole thing again. So it's quite a lot of time that we're stepping into this. So let's really figure out what this new structure and this new form and these new rules or jurisdictions or justifications are supposed to look and feel like, because obviously our old stuff wasn't working so well. So what does the new stuff look like? Let's just pretend that shit doesn't even exist, and let's just start writing how we want it to be, because that's how we manifest. It is actually a proven fact, and we can do it collectively when 2 or 3 or more people have a similar vision that's very close, and we think about it and we talk about it and we feel it, and if we can think it and we can believe it, then we can achieve it. And the more people that are thinking and seeing and believing are achieving it much faster. I can tell you, I've manifested many things, including traveling around the world, 5 boats, like just living my life. Now, yes, of course, we have to be in a regulated, safe nervous system state in order to be able to tap our real manifestation powers, our intuition. But everybody has the same capacity and capability. Same with channeling or your intuition. Now, certain people may be stronger, right? I'm more like a Heyoka empath, right? So I can feel and see everything way before it's even happening, and in real time and in past time. It's a lot. So maybe you may not be that fucking tapped in, but you may be able to have telepathy, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance. You never know. So start really tapping in to these things and stop feeling shameful for them, because we're moving into this new era. And in this new era, people are a lot, I think that a lot of people that are considered neurodivergent are going to be considered less neurodivergent, because we're able to actually handle more things, but we don't have time for dumb shit or bullshit, right? We're just like, meh, turn on the music, change the channel. We're done with this. You know, it's this very Uranian energy, you know, Aquarian energy, where it's like, yeah. Okay, you're still crying about that. Like, we changed the channel. Like that was last week. That was last year. Whatever. And it's not to say devaluing your experience or your pains or your suffering. It's just saying, feel it, experience that, let the emotion, the energy in motion, let the emotion, experience it, feel it, give it space, and let it go, right? Don't hold on to it, because that's when it starts becoming pain and building up in your body. So accept that and know, love is not confusion. So if you feel confusion or stress around something, either figure out a way to feel solid around it, or don't don't I don't like how this makes me feel. My nervous system is feeling dysregulated. I don't like this. I'm feeling anxiety. I don't like this. And of course, some of us need to learn to work through things a little bit, for sure, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. But also listen to your body, because your body doesn't lie. People lie. Words lie. Your actions, how things are actually affecting you, listen to your body, not to your emotions, because we're going to have a lot of emotions going on in Cancerian season. We're already experiencing it. I'm lucky because I'm experiencing a lot of high vibrational emotions. Like sometimes when I do these readings, I'm like, there's some shitty people and they get me going, but I understand that not all of that is mine. So understand that you're on your own, but you're not alone. Recognize what is your emotions, what is your trauma, what is your state, and what you're clearing. And in order to do that, sometimes we have to remove or isolate ourselves a little bit, so we don't have all this exterior distracting us, so we can actually get in this um, more aligned state to receive the downloads and the messages and the clarity. So yeah, keep going. You got this. If nobody told you, I'm proud of you. You're beautiful. I love you. And as always, fuck the patriarchy. Matriarchy, meow. So yeah, ciao for meow.